We're only a minute late, okay? It's not as bad as it could be. Sir Owen Disney here, and we're going to talk about the just completed edition of Monday Night Raw that was live in Chicago, which usually is a hot crowd, but tonight, not so much, really. In a couple of ways, yes, but overall, not so much. And we are in what language tonight? Oh, wow.
I don't know what that was. Yeah.
We are in. Where are we? We're in Thai tonight.
We're back in Thai. Way! One
And
night in Bangkok.
and if I could go back to when I worked another job a long time ago, I would have appreciated that. But right now, I don't understand why. So you can just draw any sort of conclusion you want on that. We are here with the Popcaster panel. First off, welcome Ashley.
Yeah. Oh, God. Oh, before I forget, fucking rest in peace, Hayabusa. Apparently WWE doesn't think he's actually contributed to the fucking wrestling world.
No, but to his credit, if you notice when Neville hit the Phoenix Splash off the middle buckle, he put that GIF on his Twitter and he put hashtag RIP Hayabusa.
Yeah, but not many people are going to notice that.
I did, obviously. or I wouldn't have brought it up. Yeah, we definitely want to mention Hayabusa before we get started. Obviously, Ashley and myself definitely know a lot about Hayabusa and what he's done in wrestling in Japan and Mexico and ECW, but I don't know how much Aaron and Will know about them.
Never heard of the legend, but I assume he is definitely synonymous with Japanese wrestling, and may God
Well,
rest his soul.
to be honest, his legacy is more in the fact that his style is pretty much the style that most indie workers work today.
Yes.
Oh,
And
so
of course, the what is it, the Falcons? The move that
The Falcon Arrow.
yeah, that's the one that Seth rarely does.
Right. Fandango actually uses it occasionally. If you are a fan of, you don't want to go into Mexico or Japan. If you want to talk about something he did on American soil, we go back to a really great pay-per-view, ECW Heatwave '98, the match with him teaming with the former Hakushi, Jinsei Shinzaki, against Rob Van Dam and Sabu. And Sabu and Hayabusa were pretty much mirrors of each other at one point. Some great feuds with Mr. Genosuke, as well as the Gladiator, the late great Mike Awesome, and Atsushi Onita, and all the great stuff he did in his career. Like Ashley said, he's basically like the quintessential like indie style, which is what people use now.
basically he was a trendsetter then.
Yeah, and he was trained by Mysterio Senior too.
Mm-hmm.
So. And Tarzan Goto. I can't forget him as well. The Frontier Martial Arts Wrestling promotion, the FMW promotion that people know from a lot of various things that have been done online. And yeah, he's also in the WCW versus the World game. He's obviously not called Hayabusa, but he's in the game. Because everybody knows that when WCW versus the World came out and the WCW games at the time, I think WCW versus NWO World Tour on N64, they utilized a lot of the greats in Japan and a lot of the indie workers in Japan, and they just changed their names.
Yeah, it was probably Hayabusa or something.
Yeah, pretty much. Habanero, actually.
Yeah.
Habanero in versus the World, Hannibal in World Tour, and Hanzo Mon in Revenge. And he was also in the virtual pro wrestling games as well. So I wanted to give we definitely wanted to start off the show giving a little shout out to Hayabusa.
Back to happier times. Well, I say that.
Not
Raw
really.
just finished.
To Tickets are still available for SmackDown tomorrow night in Milwaukee, Wisconsin at the Harris Bradley Center.
And Raw, Pittsburgh.
I'll get to
Tickets are
that.
still available for WrestleMania.
Tickets are definitely still available for WrestleMania. And at this point, people are going to be throwing their tickets at the door at the, and pretty much like at the border to Dallas, they're going to start throwing their tickets. Section 400. Section 400. Tickets are $40 if you want to go to SmackDown tomorrow night. Tickets are available for Raw at the Console Energy Center in Pittsburgh, and that's going to be $50 tickets, and you're basically just sitting in the bleachers there.
The only thing that could save WrestleMania now is Donald Trump.
Make WWE great again.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. That's all we've got to live for now. It's come to a bad point. It's all down to him. Oh dear. Meanwhile, back in the land of sanity.
Again, I don't know how much that is the case when we're talking about Raw.
No, we're talking about the Popcast.
Oh, okay. Well, yes, we'll go with that.
My shoot from last week was the best insanity moment I've ever done.
So Will pretty much got initiated into the Popcast Network the hard way by Ashley last week via promo.
I think, though, this week Will knows how I was feeling last week.
Well, let's see if that's the case. Welcome, Will.
Hello, Popcast fans. It is your boy, the Click Forever One. I hope every one of you had an awesome, great day, and I'm sorry Raw effed up your life.
You now know how I felt last week, Will.
Well, I'm right there with you.
Yeah, exactly. The thing is, there's so much to talk about, but there's nothing to talk about at the same time because, oh, by the way, we got a network event. It might as well be a pay-per-view on Saturday, and we got 3 matches listed.
I find it ironic that all the big stuff that we're going to talk about happened in the first hour, and then the second and third hour is just, and then Roadblock, like you just said, Owen. There's 3 matches advertised. Obviously, There's going to be more. Maybe some surprises. We don't know. But this is not your average 2-hour, 1-hour special. This is a 3-hour. This is basically a 3-hour pay-per-view.
It's like Beast in the East all over again.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we don't have to get up at 5 a.m. in order to watch it.
Yeah, but the interesting thing is, they hyped up a card for Beast in the East.
That's correct.
Yeah, they really
hyped up a card for Madison Square Garden.
And they had more time to build those events.
Roadblock.
Oh yeah, no, I was gonna say they had time to build those events up instead of Roadblock. Roadblock they had a week and a half to build. I was worried that there was not gonna be much to it.
And how do you think the people in Atlantic City feel when they were like, dude, we're going to get Dean Ambrose and Kevin Owens, and then they're watching Raw and they're like, oh, man.
Oh, no.
Guess what? You may not get Owens at this point either.
Yeah, but the interesting thing is, if you look at the ticker tape things, Atlantic City is the A show.
Right, I know it is.
It's the Raw brand one. So it's supposed to be the top show. So they're already admitting how shit Roadblock's going to be because it's the B show.
Actually, is it just me or does Roadblock feel like an old school in your house?
No, it doesn't even feel like that. Oh, it feels... It feels like the 3-hour Raw specials that they did when it was 2 hours.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about those.
Not even like pay-per-view caliber.
I know, Roadblock.
Even though, as it stands, I'm more excited in this card than the WrestleMania card. I shouldn't be, but I am.
There's more intrigue to it, honestly.
Well, I know Roadblock doesn't feel like a Saturday night's main event when WWE used to do those.
That seems more likely, but a 3-hour Saturday night's made it, or maybe this Tuesday in Texas, but that was still 2 hours long.
I missed, going off of what Will just had mentioned. I miss Saturday Night's Main Event. It was cool when they when they brought it back, but it was like ECW. They watered the shit it down.
See, here's the problem, though. Number one, I don't think there's going to be a network that would touch them in prime time anymore.
Well, didn't the ratings go down consistently? I can't talk tonight. For Saturday Night's Main Event.
Yeah, they kept putting it in weird times and everything, and they changed the time. It used to be prime time, and then there was times that it ran at 11 o'clock at night, and it was just they decided they wanted to keep messing with the times.
11 o'clock at night, I remember that. It was they had to preempt SNL because it was on a Saturday night at 11.
Is this why we introduce Aaron?
Yes, it is.
Aaron? Who's Aaron?
We welcome Mr. Entertainment as the final member of
I don't know. You speak for yourself, you stupid shit.
And I got a question. To ask you, guys, after Aaron introduces himself.
Oh, sure. Thank you, Mr. Entertainment. This is WWE Popcast. If you want to ask us any questions, you leave us a comment in the chat room, or the question in the chat room, or tweet us using the hashtag WWE Popcast.
Now the introductions are out of the way. Will.
Okay, so one more question, and then we'll start talking about Raw. Tribute to the Troops, wasn't that considered close to just a 2-hour show, or was that really a 3-hour show?
I've never watched that show, and I have no reason to.
A couple of times when they actually did it live, yes. But then when they taped it in Iraq and Afghanistan, or whatever it was, all right. But the last few years since it's been taped in America, 3 weeks beforehand, it's truly a case of, well, there you go.
Pretty much.
We love you, troops. Here's the show.
Well, it's so bloody bad now that Tribute to the Troops is amalgamated into a SmackDown taping.
Yeah, but I liked Tribute to the Troops when they took them overseas and not in these bases.
That's when shows were relevant.
Yeah, but that's George fucking Bush's fault. Let's be honest.
Politics.
We know Vince is all a patriot and everything, but when it's looked on now as to what George and that administration did at that time, it's gonna be looked with less affection.
The only thing I found appealing of the last Tribute to the Troops was JoJo performing the national anthem. That was it.
Oh no.
Last year's.
Oh no.
What I found cool about Tribute to the Troops was before the Shield broke out was where their entrance was when they came out of that army tank. That was pretty cool.
I don't remember that. I may have not watched that one year. There were a couple years. I'll agree with Ashley. I didn't watch because I knew I don't look at spoilers anymore, but I knew the spoilers.
If you want to see a fucking army tank, you don't even need to watch Tribute to the Troops.
Watch WrestleMania 31.
No, well yeah, but I was thinking more like US tank rather than Russian. SummerSlam 2009.
Yes.
Team Legacy of Ted DiBiase Jr. and Cody Rhodes taking on Team DX, who came in a motherfucking tank.
Indeed.
And Suck It became missiles. It was just shooting out.
Oh, okay. Oh my God! Owen, can we please hurry up? Aaron just went too far.
Let's be honest.
Tonight's Raw went too far.
Let's be honest. There are much better ways that you could spend tonight. One of them is this.
Ladder match!
And it has became a thing now.
Get It is still Monday, and it was It was National Cereal Day, and Lucha Underground posted a photo of what Dario Cueto would look like on a cereal box cover, and it had all a bunch of the Lucha Underground wrestlers, and I said, it's missing one thing. Ladders! Just have ladders on the box design. And they retweeted it.
This is Chief Brody. I'm on my way. I'll be there in 10 minutes.
Indeed.
Ladder match!
Although,
After
after being acquainted with this, I think I found a new favourite thing to do instead of Monday Night Raw.
Would that it were so simple.
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 My dear boy, why do you say that? Why do you say that?
Would you say it like I said it?
Yes.
Would that it were so simple.
Would that it were so simple.
Would that it were so simple. Would that it were so simple.
Watch my mouth. Would that it were so simple.
Would that it were so simple.
Make the voices stop.
That's great.
I'm trying to say that, Mr.
Make the voices stop.
What that it was so simple?
Oh my god.
It's fucking complicated. Oh.
God bless Ray Fiennes and Alden Ehrenreich.
Will said make the voices stop. Is Randy Orton back?
We all wish at this
Oh
point.
shit! That reminds me.
You do realize that we're now forced to say we miss John Cena and Randy Orton.
Yeah.
You know what? I miss John Cena, but I know where he's in. He's in the right backyard, man. He's in Orlando right now.
Nah. As soon as you brought up Randy Orton, there's another thing that I've thought of.
JoJo.
That'd be better.
JoJo, what?
What the?
Randy has voices inside his head. Just watching him puts me to bed. It puts me to sleep.
Yes! Oh, hail, Damien Sandow! Oh, hail!
Well, you know what? If Randy gets any more orange, he's gonna be oranger than oh my god.
All his tattoos are I guess you get to sit back and watch me beat this ignoramus.
God bless Damien Sandow. So, real quick, if you're hearing my voice and we're still live, you can interact with Travis. He is in our live chat right now. He said, Raw sucks. He said, should we recap that promo 15 times during the first hour? And just simply, ladder match!
I don't know. I would want to recap that promo because that seems like the most important part of Raw. So.
It's time to dig an old one out.
Oh, God.
Tonight's episode of Monday Night Raw, like apparently the last 2 weeks, or 3 weeks, or whatever it was since fucking Fastlane.
Oh, yeah, it's been 3 weeks.
Is brought to you by the letters.
What the fuck is this shit?
Yeah.
Yes, it's back.
To quote a Shane McMahon promo from 1999 or something, one of those 90s years, I thought Raw was worth the letter C, because C's for cookie, and that's good enough for me. Courtesy of the legacy of Shane McMahon collection on the WWE Network.
It's cookie slang for women's vaginas.
Cookie puss.
That's funny.
Never doubt the pussy monster.
You are nothing more than a smelly, rotten cookie puss.
You see, we're already talking about Raw. It's already fucking more entertaining than talking about fucking wrestling. Brilliant.
So, yeah, we got to get to talking about
This is
Raw,
why
apparently.
Lucha Underground, and I dread to say it, but TNA exists. It's like, even TNA isn't, it's bad, but it's not this bad. Holy, and knowing how I feel about that, holy shit, that's fucking incredible.
Yeah, talking about TNA, we got some news about that on Wednesday.
Yeah, we're talking about that on Wednesday because I've already got it mentioned. I've already got it in my news update.
Oh yeah, and something else really big too.
Should we bring up the fact though that WWE chickened out once again?
Go ahead.
No Roman.
I mean, duh.
Yeah, but at this rate, Roman is not going to appear on television at all
He's not.
until WrestleMania. No.
He's supposed to be off TV until the 21st. That's what the reports are saying.
No, but even that. So that means he's going to come back for Philly and New York.
Oh God, that's even worse.
It's just,
Pretty much.
Some people just want to watch the world burn.
Exactly.
My reaction to Roman Reigns returning to Raw. Hang on.
Ladder match! This is what they're having. This is what they're doing to us. We're just getting hilarity over ladder match.
Wait a minute. Okay, never mind. What the heck?
You know, the WWE creative team just let.
Hold on. Go ahead.
The creative team should just let Roman Reigns onto the Raw's episodes before WrestleMania because they should use the Sierra Medo method. The Sierra Medo method, okay? Just let Roman Reigns go out there with no fear and watch him get killed. I wanted to see him get killed though in Chicago, Owen. I really wanted to see that.
I don't care anymore. Honestly, I think WWE they're so wanting this to work. They don't care if people cheer him or boo him.
Oh, I know, yeah, and you know we've said that before, and they're so. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. They're so,
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
They're so high of themselves to this Roman Reigns experiment. 2 or 3 years. 2 or 3 years of Roman Reigns. My God.
Actually, I've realised something. If Triple H retains at Roadblock,
Oh God.
you know what needs to be chanted at every single WWE show between now and WrestleMania?
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Pretty much.
Oh, Winnie.
This is getting bad. Like, don't forget, and Ashley brought this up in our chat offline, that the Popcasts in general, and the wrestling-related ones at least, started off with me taking a 6-month break from WWE product, except for NXT, and I came back for WrestleMania last year, and that was the first real podcast we did. It was just me and Ashley, and now we go a year later, and we're all so just, like, disenchanted with the product right now.
I'm going to go on a quick shoot and say they want to break the all-time attendance WrestleMania record in Dallas, and Minneapolis wanted WrestleMania next year, but if you had gotten it, maybe it would have been this bad as I sip my apple juice. So maybe because WrestleMania is in O-Town, we'll get a
Yeah, but there's only one problem, Aaron. You're going to have to be the WrestleMania that followed the shit show.
Yep.
That's the issue.
Well,
nobody
yes,
will remember. Nobody will remember 33 because of how shit 32 was.
I don't think 33 is going to be the same as 32. I think it's going to be only bigger. Listen, the WWE tries to go bigger every year than the last WrestleMania.
No, let's get that right. If they wanted to go bigger, They go to fucking college stadiums. They wouldn't go to NFL stadiums.
Right.
Well, Citrus Bowl is not NFL.
Okay, random fact. Did you know that Big Show debuted as a heel and then turned for a total 23 times from 1995 to 2016?
That's why I saw Big Show at the Daytona 500.
25 times.
23 times.
As many
23
times
times.
as Jerry Lawler has been heavyweight champion in Memphis.
23 times he's turned heel and face.
From 1995 to 2016. See, told you, Aaron.
Right.
He's done more turns in the NASCAR.
You need to take that. What the fuck?
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I was wondering what that was. But no, it's funny that
You need to take that number though.
the network.
Well, and multiply it by 4. Then you're closer.
90. Whoa.
92.
My God.
Sometimes he's turned face and heel in the same fucking night.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
it's so bad.
Multiple times.
But don't tell him that, Will, on Twitter, because he'll block you like he did to me.
Too late, Aaron.
That's why I feel fucking sorry for him.
Let's see.
You know, that's why I agree with the fact that he's pissed that his character isn't right.
Yeah, no, yeah, I agree with you, Ashley. I mean, now I kind of take back of not knowing the backstory of when I got blocked by him on Twitter. Because when you watch
Make fun of him because we think he's an easy target because he's a big guy. We'll get to that in a fucking minute. Oh my God. Anyway.
Let's do it.
Tonight's Raw open with Who the Fuck Cares? Can we talk about something else?
Well, it's Shane McMahon.
Can we talk about the NFL draft? Can we do our own picks? This is more fucking entertaining. Even though you don't know anything about sports, Owen.
You are correct.
In this year.
I don't
know.
This is Super Bowl.
Just say the short guy is getting first draft. That'll probably do.
Yay,
Shane
sports.
comes out. Shane comes out, says he was watching Raw last week and heard what Taker had to say, and then Vince what said. He says that what Vince said hurt him and his family a lot, and looked to his sons and wondered if Vince should get the Father of the Year award. And then called him an egomaniacal, miserable old bastard. And that he's lost touch with the business, the fan base, family, and reality.
Well, he certainly was right about that. Can we just say Shane McMahon's the leader of the IWC?
No.
I mean, he's saying stuff what the IWC's been saying for years.
That's on purpose.
Oh, I know it's on purpose, but it is, say what you want about the storyline and the match overall. This is compelling television. It's taking real life power struggle that the McMahons may have as of right now, years later, when they did years ago when Shane left. I like that he was mentioning all those points because it's all true.
Yeah, but the way he says it doesn't feel like it's coming from the heart.
Nope.
I thought it did. I thought I completely disagree. I thought it did because it was getting major props from the crowd, and I was ready to tweet Shane McMahon for president.
Yeah, but that crowd would have that crowd tonight would have fucking marked out for bloody a popcorn seller that looked like Nicole Bass.
Well, there was another person that they marked out for a little bit.
Shane says it's his destiny, controlling like Raw, including stopping the authority, and there's plenty of talent not getting breaks, and plenty of people getting breaks who don't have talent. I will admit that bit made me go, these fucking creative writers are getting too fucking up their own arse now. This is way too Inception. It's like arseholes within arseholes. That's 16 arseholes. Or more correctly, 27, and Jimmy Jacobs in creative.
Yes, do not put Jimmy Jacobs in there.
I see what you're saying there, but again, it is the truth. Maybe WWE is seeing the error in their ways, and how the crowd. You have to look at the detail. You have to look at the detail. How that crowd reacted to all those points. Just like this could be an experiment like Roman Reigns. And if Shane McMahon's wins, then they're gonna go back to the Attitude Era, but in a PG way, but just be more edgy. Because that's what I got out. That's what I got out of this promo. As this promo went on, I thought I was watching a 90s episode.
Christ, I'd have loved that.
Well, what I find funny is that a lot of people are still saying, like, I don't know if a lot of people, but a few people are still saying, oh, Undertaker shouldn't lose. You know what? His WrestleMania streak is not intact anymore, so what is the point if he wins? I mean, oh my god, he's going to be, what, 20...
What is the point if he dies tomorrow?
Oh, don't say that.
Honestly,
Oh.
I thought the Giant Gonzalez match was bad.
Oh, yeah, it was horrible.
And you know what the irony was, considering the conversation that we had during the show? You know how that match finished? Fucking chloroform.
Chloroform.
Oh, yeah, I remember. I remember seeing it on the Undertaker's undefeated WrestleMania streak DVD. But
Do you see what I mean, Travis? You are tempting fate.
You know what WWE is, what I wouldn't put past them to do at this point? We're setting up this match with Shane and The Undertaker, and the matchup is just a big ploy for Vince and Shane to band together with Stephanie as heels, and that turns Triple H into the babyface that the NXT fans know he is.
No.
The entire McMahon's versus Triple H for the rest of the year.
I think the fans would complain about that. And Shane can play a good heel. But the fans would complain about that.
It sounds like something they would do.
No, I'm not disagreeing with you. It is WWE logic, and that's the complete opposite. I guarantee you the fans don't have an issue with this.
But that would imply that most of the people that watch wrestling actually give a fucking shit about NXT. Because the sad thing is, they don't.
Yeah, there's over 1 million WWE subscribers.
If you had it be WWE versus NXT for the rest of the year, nobody would give a fucking damn about subscribing to the network to see the NXT stars on Raw actually in action on NXT.
Which is a shame, but that's just the world we live in right now. Not everybody watches NXT.
Hell, I went to a mystery screening tonight of a foreign film, and people walked out of the fucking thing because it had subtitles.
Are you sure it was the subtitles, or was it Elias Sand?
Well, admittedly, one of the cinemas didn't decide to have subtitles on the thing, so they had to do fucking refunds for that. It's a bit of a cock-up. But the rest of them, thankfully not my theatre, but in quite a few places, people either walked out because they weren't even interested because it wasn't 10 Cloverfield Lane, which it wasn't going to be because it hasn't even been fucking classified over here. So how the hell can it be shown in a British cinema if it doesn't have a classification? Because everything does.
It's true.
Now,
and secondly, if they didn't leave, they stayed there and complained throughout the entire film, like, making basically like grunting noises, as if to go, if you're just going to make noises like that, you should have just walked out, because,
Well, before, and I'd like to just ask a question before Will gets to his, it might even be related to mine, I don't know, you never know. Great minds think alike sometimes. But do we think that WWE is going to book Shane McMahon, The Undertaker? Obviously, may not be the way that the mainstream audience sees it as Shane winning, but are they going to book the match to cater that Attitude Era where you had Sting and Triple H last year, and you had the nostalgia folks come out and interfere? Are they going to book it like that to cater that?
They could. I mean, like I said, with the WWE, you never know what they could do. Like, let's say, for example, they could have this scripted for, like, this. Like, in the match, they could have this scripted, but then at the last minute, they could say, hey, listen, go out there and go interfere like last year in the Sting and Triple H match.
Yeah.
I have figured out something that they might do, though.
Things change on the fly so much in WWE, it's ridiculous.
I've got a feeling the only thing that's going to rescue this is setting up Orlando.
Right.
Shane
Oh, God.
Shane is 50 Shades of fucked up. Undertaker is 50 Shades of fucked up. The lights go out.
No, Undertaker's 50 Shades of damn getting old.
The lights go out.
I know where he's going.
Yep.
The lights come back on. Sting helps Shane win. Then just points his baseball bat at Taker. And because it's WrestleMania, there's still a WrestleMania sign for some fucking reason. Points to the WrestleMania sign, which somehow changes in color scheme or something. No, it just changes in color scheme when he points to it subtly. To the color scheme for the color scheme for 33. Because if there's any match that's a year in the making build-up after what we got with Cena Rock, one.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Once in a lifetime.
Like, I was literally just going to ask you that, Ashley. Like, when you said Sting will point the bat at Taker, that basically reminded me of, okay, so they're basically going to set up kind of like similar to Rock and Cena.
It would make sense.
It would make sense in terms of like.
Because then you've got the match booked. They've already established that they know how to fucking wrestle. And then they don't have to get fucking injured like Sting did and affect it. That being said, this could all like somehow fucking change, and it still actually becomes Sting. You know, if the reception is that fucking bad, they could just go to Sting. We need you to save this fucking show, and somehow have Sting be in Shane's corner.
I also think
fighting for the injustice.
I also, that's you took the words right out of my mouth. That's what I was gonna say. Is that when the last time we saw Sting, he was fighting for the people because Triple H was part of the Authority. So why it would make all the sense in the world to have Sting help Shane because they're going through the same. They have the same goddamn mission.
What about the cell drops? Undertaker and Shane stare off in the center of the ring, and all of a sudden, you see like a Sting come from underneath the ring. And since it's no holds barred because you're in a cage, you're in the Hell in the Cell, then the Undertaker and Sting go at it.
That's going to be, if that happens, Owen, if you call it, that will probably be my mark-out moment of WrestleMania 32 is that.
I swear, if they go this direction, I'm so at WrestleMania. I'm going to WrestleMania 33 no matter what. But if they really do Sting versus Undertaker and they finally do it, they're just waiting for Sting to recover. I think they are still going to do it. They know the fans want it. This match is demanded possibly more than Rock and Cena was at the time.
Either way, back to this shit show. Not us, I mean Raw. The gong goes off, and of course everybody mark out.
Oh, but this was great, though.
And then Vince's music hits and comes out on stage. Which, of course, leads the asshole chant, which Vince is like, oh, finished already? And then, of course, immediately, we're in Chicago, so you know what's happening.
Yes.
They chanted for Colt Cabana.
Hey, Colt Cabana, how are you?
And the question I was going to ask you, sorry to interrupt, Ashley, but, the question I was going to ask you, you called it tonight, where Jericho will turn heel. Do you think WWE? Do you think they should have waited for Roadblock to have Jericho turn heel so they can have so?
No, because nobody would fucking watch that shit.
Nope.
Well, yeah, no.
Look how much hype it got on tonight's thing. It was like,
Yeah, exactly.
oh, we're doing a shit pay-per-view. It's only on the network.
And that shirt was done as a way to throw people off that it wasn't going to happen.
The way the pace, like tonight's Raw was paced, it was perfect timing to wake up the crowd when, that happened.
And
I tell you, you're going to get more fucking entertainment from freelance wrestling for free on YouTube
Friday night.
on Friday than you fucking are paying $9.99 a month. Or for the first time ever, which isn't the first time ever, you lying cunt. Free.
Do you know how long that freelance wrestling show is?
Normally they go about 2.5 hours at least.
Perfect.
Well, after Jericho did, I think the first or second Codebreaker, when they were panning to the fans, that kind of reminded me of the fans' reaction when Taker lost at WrestleMania 30. People were like, "What the hell is going on?"
Yeah, but they're fucking idiots. It was inevitable. People were excited for that match every time it happened.
The
fact that they teamed up was like a bit weird.
It was inevitable. Get it?
It would have made more sense to do it in Toronto because, Chris Jericho's gone home. At least according to that fan that said go back to Toronto.
Well, people should have known that.
And in brackets underneath, I'm from Winnipeg, you asshole.
Well, people should have known that this rivalry was going to happen because their AJ Styles' debut match on Raw, when he beat Jericho, Jericho had this looking like, you know what? You got a huge target on your back, so you know what? I'm going to sucker you in, AJ.
The great thing about tonight, though, is for only $25, you too can find a way to kill yourself instead of watching wrestling by sticking a t-shirt in your mouth and choking yourself to death.
Those shirts are now 75% off.
For real?
I was just joking.
Somebody did the research. If they are, that's fucking beautiful. All those people that then pay $25 will be like, fuck!
Yeah, I know. I just bought this.
I just bought it, and now $5? You bastards.
I would be surprised that if I was at every Raw taping showing Jericho and Styles in a match, every person I saw wearing a Y2AJ shirt, I would have walked straight up to him and be like, "You are such an idiot for getting that shirt." You know why? Because you know that match will happen against Styles and Jericho at an event.
Tried to tell people. I really did.
Just like I tried to tell people that were adamant it was 10 Cloverfield Lane. Look, if you think it's that, don't go.
Right.
I tried to warn them. Did they listen? Did they fuck?
I don't know. The thing that comes to my mind, if you think that American Horror Story is coming to Halloween Horror Nights this year, you might not want to go.
In which people are like, it's like and speaking of Horror Nights, when Walking Dead goes, people are going to think, oh, this is going to be American Horror Story's time. Nope, what do you know? Fear the Walking Dead will be announced, and people are going to be like, damn, got so excited for American Horror Story.
Well, yeah, I'm going to make a small mention here about Horror Nights. I had a friend last year. He's like, oh, yeah, I went. It's really getting dull, like the last couple of years. I'm like, okay, you must have been going to the wrong event. You must have been going to Hollywood's or Japan's. I don't know what event you're going to.
Definitely not Japan's. Japan's is awesome, and so is Singapore.
Japan!
Well, no, it caught me off guard when he said the last couple of years Orlando is like getting dull. I'm like, okay, your opinion, even though it's wrong.
Well, Jack said the same. Jack said the same thing in the Carnage Returns. Horror Nights has lost its touch, and you've all lost your taste for blood and mayhem.
Well, it's become a cookie cutter event, but I mean that's neither here nor there.
That, the fucking film industry.
Yep.
It says a lot that your rated R slasher films, as they are over there, that were 18 certificates over here, are all mysteriously becoming 15s. You know, the first couple of Paranormal Activity, 18. Everyone after that, 15. I don't think... There might have actually been one that was that stupid that it even got a 12A for some bloody reason, but whatever. It's... Anyway, so Vince is still there for some fucking reason. Says he saw the fear in Shane's eyes when the bell rang for Undertaker, and that's how Shane will feel at Mania. He then re-emphasizes that apparently, despite the fact he said if he loses at WrestleMania, he won't be my son, he's already written him out the will and already has disowned him. So, who fucking lost? What? He then says he found a photo apparently in his desk with Shane as a kid as they were going, him and his dad. Going to Shane's first wrestling event.
And what a cheap picture frame, too.
Yeah, I was going to say, it was such a cheap picture frame. Vince, you're richer than that.
It actually broke, like, I don't know if that was a mess up or not, but it actually, I think it was supposed to break when Vince stomped on it, but it actually broke, like when it actually hit the steel plate.
Let's be honest. If Vince actually gave a fucking damn, he'd have thrown it. He would have, like, raised his hands and made it smash into the ground. What he just did was like, yeah, I'll let it go. And now I'll stamp on it. Whoa, I fucking hate you. Can't you see the sincerity in my emotion?
And another thing, too, about Vince, one day, the CM Punk chants are going to get to him. Vince is going to say, you know what? Screw you. You ain't getting no CM Punk.
He'll fucking swear, and then USA will be like, we don't want this cunt on television anymore.
And then that's how we finally get rid of Vince McMahon.
This guy is a liability to the USA brand. He needs to be gone. Anyway, you know, apparently, you know, he emphasizes that he's Vincent Kennedy McMahon, and Shane is Vince's son. So hang on, he's written out the will and has disowned him, but he's Vince's son. What the fuck? None of this is even making any fucking sense now. You've got triple entendres, double entendres. Then again, of course, that would suggest it's funny. It fucking isn't.
Nope.
You know, brings up Shane's 3 kids, and apparently, you know, they'll see their father fall, and at least they'll have one father figure to look up to in Vince. And says it'll be ironic that his greatest creation, apparently the XFL,
the WBF,
his greatest creation will destroy his biggest failure. Wait, WrestleMania will destroy WrestleMania 32? That's fucking hilarious.
That's great.
It's fucking hilarious. Vince then orders security in for some reason to force Shane out the building. You know, Shane says, look, he'll go at his own free will. He doesn't need to be pushed along. And Vince is like, get him fucking out of the ring, damn it! Yeah!
Pretty much.
Get that cunt out of this cunting ring into some cunt shit!
And I swear, and Owens said this earlier, Shane's punches are getting too raunchy. Or
No, it was funny. Like, I'm sorry, Shane. You were punching like a girl. I don't know what that was. It was like
His knee strike. I will say his knee strikes are on point though.
Oh well, that was good. That was even better than Lesnar.
But he punches worse than I do, and that's pretty bad.
Yeah, well, I've never seen you punch Owen, but
There's a reason I throw forearms, not punches.
Oh yeah, but yeah, it was funny what Ashley had just had said about Vince. It was so funny because whenever there's security needed for a storyline angle, it's indie wrestlers payday, and a bunch of wrestlers come out.
The worrying thing is though, considering
and there's always the
Chicago.
botch.
Considering it's Chicago, I didn't know who any of the fuck of them were.
I think tonight.
I didn't know any of them either. But did you guys notice that there was a botch in the segment?
That was terrible.
No, I counted 2 botches. I think that's more botches than any other Raw.
Whoa. You want to know how many botches there were in this segment? 72,189.4.
Whenever WWE superstars and security get into it, there are always botches every single time I find it.
Whoa. Shane is not a WWE superstar.
Well, in the past, I meant. Anytime
despite the fact what these fucking video packages say.
Well, wait a minute. They're just okay. The reason why they have the Legacy of Shane McMahon collection on WWE Network, which is great, you should check it out. There's your product placement, Travis. Hope you're happy. And then, they have this video package of Shane O'Mac, is to teach the audience, the casual audience, and the younger generations that never heard of Shane McMahon. And show why Shane is the most beloved member of all time.
They're going to watch that classic stuff through the network.
And
they're going to watch WrestleMania and go, why the fuck did he come back?
That's why he's training. He's training very hard.
I don't give a shit.
He knows how to throw knee strikes. We get that.
No. And that's where I'm getting to the fucking point. So, security eventually goes too far. And Shane does... I don't know what the fuck it was. I seen better fighting between the marionettes in fucking Team America World Police.
That's a fair statement.
What the fuck was that shit? And as I put in my notes here, Shane sends them packing, Vince is pissed, and so am I for this segment.
That's a fair
and again, let's get hyped for Undertaker Shane. Fuck no.
Nope.
Week after week, this is looking worse and worse and worse. Hell, I'm looking more forward to the pre-show match with Brie Bella taking on Lana. I never thought I'd fucking say that, but that, to me, is more important than whatever the fuck happens to this company. Because at this rate, let it fucking die. Toby Keith, at the rate that WWE's going, you're going to be able to buy them rather than bloody Global Force. Fucking hell.
I don't know. We're just not seeing eye to eye here. I think this was the second best start to a Raw episode in 2016.
Ooh.
And both of those best...
That's not saying much! There's only been 9!
I'm saying there's been 2 best starts of the year, and both of them featured Shane. It was smart to start the show off with Shane. The segment gave me nostalgia feels like I can't even describe. The crowd ate it up.
Nostalgia, yes, but...
There it is.
There's always going to be high points in the thing.
I'm getting to that.
You know who is the fucking low point? Every fucking time in all of these segments?
Vince McMahon.
Fucking Vince.
So
he fucking ruined 2 weeks ago. He fucking ruined last week. And he's fucking ruined this week.
So you're saying with that, okay, but how can you do a storyline just with Shane without his father being in the middle of it?
Simple. You don't have Shane take on Undertaker.
Yep.
Who do you have Shane face then? You do Shane versus Vince?
You
That's
don't.
what us fans want.
You have him stay on the fucking ranch until they can come up with a better storyline. Because I'm pretty sure you can do a pretty passionate storyline that doesn't just have to be a one and done fucking thing at Mania. You could have this thing build for months, but instead 6 weeks and it's going to be over.
I may not, agree with all the points that, you and Owen and maybe Will and definitely Travis, because he said the same points. I may not agree with all of them about the storyline, but listen, the only problem that I have with the storyline is I still don't know why Undertaker is going against Shane. I don't, because they used to see eye to eye. They used to work together. The legacy of Shane McMahon Collection and WWE Network.
And that's why I have a problem with the creative.
Because we're not given a reason or purpose.
There's no reason why Shane has a grudge with Undertaker.
Right.
Yeah, well,
but they haven't explained why, other than I don't have any problems with him.
Right, yeah, and Shane said that. Yeah, it's the little details.
Yeah, but
mentioned in the promos.
Yeah, but this needs a lot of planning and backstory. That is something that WWE can't give it, because then the audience will be bored on their fucking asses and just be pissing in the toilets for 3 hours.
Right, and this segment got a little physical, which is what this needed, because I said 3 weeks ago when Shane came back, okay, I hope we don't just get Shane and Undertaker talking each week. Hopefully the week before...
It shouldn't have got physical in the way it did, though.
Okay, well, I think they make up for it. I mean, I want to see Shane and Undertaker face-to-face and then go at it. That's what I want to see. I think everybody wants
to. Trust me, when they announced the match, I was disappointed, but I wanted to see it as well. As the weeks have gone on, it's really honestly been a case of week on week. It's just been a case of this is a must-see, this is a one I sort of want to see, this is one I don't care about, and it's getting to a point where it's like, I don't even think this should be on the card. Just let fucking Undertaker just show up in some capacity and do fuck all, rather than be in a match which will hurt his credibility. It's not the streak or anything. It's just the fact that the last time possibly the Undertaker is going to be at WrestleMania, if not at least in his hometown, is going to be a match that won't live long in the fucking memory.
If it hurts Undertaker's credibility and they go the route that you said a few minutes ago, then his credibility is built back up in the same night. If he's going to face Sting in Orlando.
If they do that, but at the rate that I have confidence in WWE, I fucking don't. Well, I was hyping up a load of things that were happening, and in the space of tonight, they fucking squashed at least 2 of them.
Well,
2 of the things that I was excited for at Mania have now turned into I am either less interested in this or why the fuck is this happening? I'll get to them as we go through. Yeah. Don't worry. But it's just... Well, I'm disappointed. This is the biggest WrestleMania that they have, and apparently this is the best that they think that... Okay, they've got injury problems and all that, but... Hell, Undertaker versus Dean Ambrose would make more sense, even though they have no gripes with each other.
Well, I will say that I will give WWE credit where it's due, because this is a big storyline that they probably think themselves they're doing a fantastic job booking it, because this is like a really, really big storyline, having someone return from the Attitude Era and be thrown into this predicament.
Undertaker versus Kane 3 is more entertaining.
Hey guys, I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, I'm
You
sorry.
know, at least there's a story that I might actually give a damn about there.
Yeah, but you would have to really, they would have to work really hard to build. I mean, you want to talk about credibility. Kane has lost a ton of credibility. He's not even on the show anymore.
Yeah, but again, whose fault is that? Not his.
No,
It's creative. Take the mask off, put the mask on. Take the mask off, put the mask on.
Whenever we
Stick your
say,
dick
like,
in the hole and then have it be blown by Sonny. What, you know?
Yeah, no, I mean, I always mean, creative, not the person behind the persona. But, also the other thing is that WWE, and I think I've said this before, if not, I'm saying it now, that it is one of the companies that make their fans feel bipolar at best. Because
It says a lot that all these indie companies, apart from, taking out Lucha Underground and TNA, being the indies that they are, they all have practically 2, possibly 3 bookers,
Right.
and creative writers, mainly because they let some of the wrestlers actually come up with it themselves, so they obviously aren't credited as creative. I think there's a squad of about at least 10 for Lucha and TNA, and then I believe it's somewhere in the high 20s for all of WWE programming outside of NXT. Because I believe that's a small crew as well, like in India is.
Ashley, before you move forward, I do want to mention that it is official, 100%. WrestleMania 33 is coming to the Citrus Bowl in Orlando, Florida on April 2nd, 2017. There'll be a press conference held tomorrow at 11 a.m. and coverage will be on WWE.com.
Oh, no.
That's more fucking exciting than WrestleMania 32.
Oh, yeah, no, Ashley, I'll agree with you there right 110%. After the first hour of Raw, where we're going to get into the other hours, I just want it to be over so it can be 11 a.m. tomorrow morning.
No. I'm saying the entire 6 hours of WrestleMania 32 will be less entertaining than a 30-minute hype announcement for something that's coming in 380 days' time.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying.
That is fucking depressing.
Yeah, I know. Everyone's really pumped for that. Now, Owens.
I'm more excited for an empty stadium with a press conference than a full stadium with 10 wrestling matches.
Well, no. Yeah. I mean, well, obviously, they're doing it inside the stadium so they can show how renovated.
Obviously that isn't bias talking. That's just me as me being fucking interested in stuff.
Now, since this is breaking, I'm studying my words because I'm so fucking excited about WrestleMania 33. Is that going to be?
Go ahead.
It's going to be streamed.
As far as I'm seeing right now, no, but there are going to be updates on WWE.com.
Probably on WWE.com. There'll be some video thing. There normally is.
I wish they would just.
Either way.
Because last year they did breaking news with Scott Stanford, and it was a live breaking news segment from the headquarters, and they were talking about, it's going to be in Arlington, Texas, and stuff, and they may do that too. I'll have WWE Network on.
You know why?
I can't believe they confirmed it right now. They had to because it was leaked.
You know why though? Why I'm not excited for WWE anymore?
Well, no, I think
it's because what happened on UFC this past weekend.
Well, also one of the
and the great thing with that is it's literally like the WWE in that the women's title match that went on there, the crowd absolutely hated the challenger. And by the end of the second round, they were on her side.
Well, it's just also almost kind of like I don't get excited for WWE anymore, like Ashley just said, because you guys may remember in one of your wrestling podcasts that Cleveland said everyone keeps saying RKO out of nowhere because Randy Orton can't set up the RKO some other kind of way.
Well,
I just RKO nowhere. Oh.
Well, let's say if WWE was run and obviously we can all agree this will never happen because it's a corporation, it's a television production in Vince McMahon's eyes. Is it overbooked? Should it be booked by less people? I've always said it's overproduced. You don't need 13, 15 producers for one show.
You don't need soap opera writers writing wrestling either.
That too.
Well, it's just like WWE is becoming Sesame Street.
Let's be honest.
These for Cookie, and that's good enough for me.
Let's be honest. We all know what Vincent Kennedy McMahon is.
Yeah.
The real man, not the persona of Mr. McMahon. We know what Vincent Kennedy, the CEO of this, well, chairman, whatever that is. We know what he is. He is this.
It's an inanimate fucking object.
You're an inanimate fucking object!
Yeah, we're going old school tonight. That's Popcast Network nostalgia right there.
Owen, you should create the Popcast Hall of Fame.
No.
No, because, just to piss off WWE, we put in people that died of drug overdoses. Every year.
Oh my God.
Our first entrant into the Hall of Fame, Bull Buchanan.
Oh, God.
Closely followed by Miss Elizabeth.
And then Eddie Guerrero.
Well, no, that was a heart attack.
Yeah.
But wasn't the heart attack...
That wasn't drugs.
Yeah, but wasn't the heart attack caused by drugs, or was that someone else I'm thinking of?
It was caused
There's
by
a shit.
There's
a shit ton of people that have had heart attacks that have been caused by a shit ton of things.
Right.
Mostly steroids.
Yeah.
That's why we can't put Macho Man in, because WWE's already done it. They've already put in a guy that's died from steroid abuse.
Wow.
And of course, Hulk Hogan's career died of steroid abuse.
And too much baby oil.
Hashtag at racist brother.
Oh my God! I took the
At racist brother from last week.
Jesus.
Well, let me tell you something, racist brothers.
Let me tell you something, Nashvilles.
Oh man, the black community is gonna hate us right now.
Reason why I can't get excited. Because
Mr. Hogan, what are your thoughts on Tyson Neal being suspended?
No, stop, no more.
Well, Aaron, it's just like that.
Actually, I just noticed something. Notice what happened last week with Undertaker? Notice that Undertaker wasn't here this week? Undertaker got a 90-day suspension.
If I had not said anything, he would have made that joke.
He throttled the chairman of this fucking company. Oh, yeah. You never touch the boss.
Oh my God.
I don't care whether he's the boss backstage and you've got your own kangaroo fucking courts. You don't touch Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
He's like Howie Mandel. Sorry, I'm watching a lot of Deal or No Deal on the Game Show Network.
Oh, no, I love that show. I love that show.
Oh man,
I can't get excited because what's revealed to be the opening match? Kevin Owens versus Neville.
Yes.
And then,
regardless of whether they have a good match, which spoilers, they did.
Yep.
And then a few minutes later, I went insane.
Shut up with the spoilers.
Yeah, shush. Get him out of here. Get him.
Don't touch me. I'm in a very bad mood. I will scratch your eyes out.
Come down to the ring. I want to jerk off in private. Yeah. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah.
Well, you know what? I think it's safe to say if Ashley wants to go that
Oh
route-
wait, the camera's still on? I suspended for 60 days. Damn it!
Oh my god!
I think it's safe to say if Ashley wants to go that route, I think that was Vince McMahon when he saw the new Citrus Bowl. Oh God!
Oh my! It went from a basic me saying Shane McMahon's line to Ashley doing that.
At least we won't kill anybody.
Oh no, that's what that's
There,
like.
there you go, Aaron. You get your WrestleMania 33 tickets. Everything's great and wonderful, and then it's announced the main event: Roman Reigns against Braun Strowman.
Oh no! see, what will happen is I'll convince my parents we will leave during the main event.
Aaron,
I'm
Aaron,
still
just like
Avoid
that
the
video
traffic.
I doing this.
Avoid the traffic. Get out fucking early.
exactly 70,000 people beat the traffic.
Oh, what if that happens in Dallas? It's like the stadium's half empty for the main event.
WWE logic.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Ashley, back to that thing you did. What happens in Vince's office stays in Vince's office.
No, it doesn't. It gets posted on Twitter by Angry Vince.
It's not in Vince's office though. It's in my fucking ring. It's not any of your fucking ring.
Well, Aaron, it's
It's
just like
my
that.
fucking ring.
Well, Aaron, it's just like that. Aaron, it's just like that video I tagged you, and that football player got suspended for doing on his own teammate. Remember that?
You had cut out. What had you just said?
Oh, it's like I told you that football player got suspended for doing the rock bottom on his own teammate.
Oh yeah. I saw that.
Oh my god. We haven't even got to the first match yet.
Well, I don't care. I win
Because
in for Sami Zayn.
although it was a good match, it's just the disappointment that the best they can come up with is redoing matches over and over.
Alright.
That's just the problem. It's like there's more fucking people on this roster. You could mix it up a bit more rather than have this bloke face this bloke. Yeah, but that happened 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Just write it. Okay.
Well, thanks, Joey Styles. Orlando's reconstructed Citrus Bowl. Reconstructed.
So the only way I'm getting to WrestleMania is Mick Foley.
I'm gonna love it tomorrow. They do the press conference and they say WrestleMania 33 is gonna come from Beijing, China. It's like everyone in Orlando will be. Well, why the fuck are you announcing it here then, you dumb cunt?
Yeah, no. Vince is gonna troll like he did on Raw Night. No, but this is what I find hilarious. They had to announce it way before the press conference because someone in the Citrus Bowl was trigger happy. He took a picture, and then the dumbass went on Reddit, and his username's out there, Snapchatted it, and it got spread like a virus on social media.
And you know what? Speaking of,
Had that picture not been leaked, this probably would not have been announced less than 12 hours before the
and
announcement.
you know what? Speaking of Joey Styles,
I'm very happy.
Yeah, the problem is though, they'd announced that they're having a press conference,
Yes, they did with.
but they obviously never specified where, which is
Well,
a bit fucking stupid because every year the press conferences comes from in or around the place where they're actually going to do it.
Well, actually, since I have the privilege of living in Orlando, the press conference, there was a press release from the city of Orlando, and their press release is hilarious. The wording is just so funny. We're going to announce a major international event that's going to have week-long activities. Take place at the Citrus Bowl tomorrow morning with Mayor Buddy Dyer, Mayor Teresa Jacobs, and Florida Governor Rick Scott, with other names. It's so tight-lipped, it's hilarious, and we all know what it is. No, but it is.
No, it's going to be they're announcing Super Bowl 52.
Oh no. It is going to be in the Citrus Bowl, and fans are predicting that not only is it we know it's going to be it's officially announced now. It's just going to be a press conference for that. But is this going to be an announcement for the physical WWE?
My question is Vince doing this politically? Because isn't Marco Rubio Florida?
Marco Rubio is Florida. He's here for the whole week.
So once again, playing into the hands of the Donald, the cunt, Vince McMahon, has done it again. What the fuck? What the absolute fuck?
I love it.
Wow.
And plus, John probably saw this because he follows John Cena, but John Cena tweeted earlier today, well now yesterday, because today is today now, Tuesday. He tweeted on Monday, very honored to be part of very big news this week. And I retweeted and quoted him, announcing WrestleMania tomorrow. And then fans had the audacity to tweet John Cena, what, you're going to retire? I said, oh my fucking God.
Please, it's just like the Big Show in the Please Retire chain. Please retire.
He is announcing WrestleMania with Vince McMahon. He's been in Orlando the past several days, rehabbing at the rehabilitation. Rehabbing at the Performance Center.
Right.
That's what he's doing tomorrow.
Just so Owen doesn't go to sleep, we better get through these matches quickly, because we've already spent an hour just talking about fuck all.
About fuck all.
Kevin Owens.
This Raw was brought to you by fuck all, and other matches like this one, because it was actually decent.
Yeah, it was really good. I enjoyed the match, and like I mentioned a little bit ago when we were giving our mini tribute to Hayabusa, Neville went for the Phoenix Splash off the middle buckle, and during the match he didn't really do anything after that, like to the live crowd, but he did tweet that same gif of that same spot with the hashtag RIP Hayabusa. I thought that was really useful. The match was really good. Good back and forth match as always. Owens stole it with a roll up with the tights, and then after the match is over, he tosses Neville's shoulder first into the ring post, and he goes for the apron bomb. And I was on call with everybody here, and well, not Aaron, but I was on the call with Will and Travis, because Travis did the call with us off air because he wasn't able to do on air tonight. That's why he's going to be there on Wednesday talking about Raw. Yep.
Fucking finally!
You know it. And Sami Zayn runs down and just meets Owens in the entranceway, and they just start fighting. And they brawled in the ring, and then Owens has the upper hand, and he walks into a high kick from Neville, and then Zayn clotheslines him over the top to the floor, and that's a really hot end to the segment. Number one, here's the problem, though. This is the catch-22 about NXT. Obviously, Sami Zayn has needed to come up to the main roster for the longest time, but I believe, I've said this many times, and Aaron can vouch for this, I'm pretty sure Ashley can too, that if you want somebody to take over the ultimate underdog, it's Sami Zayn. Without a doubt, it's Sami Zayn.
He is their new Daniel Bryan.
He's likable, and he can play the babyface in peril like no other. And if they roll with this, and there were like reports that were around this weekend stating that Sami Zayn is going to be involved at WrestleMania in a match with Kevin Owens for the Intercontinental Championship, not sure if it's going to be a multi-man ladder match, oh my god, or if it's going to be one-on-one. And Zayn was already booked for Roadblock, even though he doesn't have a match announced yet. But due to what happened here, I think that if Owens ends up working that house show in Atlantic City on Saturday, I would think it'd be a good idea to have Neville face Sami Zayn and the winner faces Kevin Owens at WrestleMania. But it's great to see Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens going at it. I remember when it happened at the Rumble, I went crazy for it. We are going to see Owens Zayn in a ladder match at WrestleMania in one form or another, and that is one thing to be grateful for with this very subpar WrestleMania card this year.
these these fans are making me laugh. This fan literally just tweeted, "What? California again? When is WrestleMania gonna come to this?" Ron State.
Oh my.
Oh my.
What
Sorry,
what is the
I had to mention that the stupidity in wrestling fans sometimes.
what is the person's Twitter name?
Dr. Paula _9.
All right, I'm gonna tweet him.
That's a shoot.
Aaron, thoughts on the match and the subsequent attack afterwards?
Oh, this fast-paced match. One of the matches of the night. And it could have gone either way. And this this crowd, was was right with this match.
It's the Ring of Honor crowd. That's the reason why.
Yeah, but the match was on fire, and they were with it the whole time. So it was really good booking, and great booking to have Sami Zayn to be in Chicago.
So yeah, it took away from the very loud and boisterous CM Punk chants that were going on most of the night anyway.
I mean, for Sami Zayn's third debut on the main roster, is he gonna stay this time? Because that's kind of like getting annoying. Like, are they making like a special attraction where like he's here? No, he's not. He's here.
He's working Nakamura at TakeOver Dallas, and that should be his last NXT match.
Okay.
He's booked for Roadblock, but he's always been booked for Roadblock.
Right.
And apparently he's going to be working, I don't recall off the top of my head who it is, but it's him, Owens, and Ambrose for the Intercontinental title and like triple threat matches on the house show circuit.
Mm-hmm.
So, but like I said, it's a catch-22 because when it comes down to it, it's just like what happened with ECW when ECW superstars got taken to WWF at the time. When it comes down, the only thing that I worry about is the next generation of NXT going to be able to survive when all the big names are going to the main roster? Especially with the fact that it sounds like Balor Club is going to become an actual thing within the next couple of weeks, possibly even before WrestleMania.
Well, that'll be relatively impossible because they've already filmed everything before Mania.
Right, but I mean, I'm not talking about NXT. I'm talking about being on the main roster.
Oh, that wouldn't happen until after NXT.
That makes sense, but I mean, then again, it doesn't ever have to make sense.
To be quite honest, they wanted to do a very daring thing. They need to do the WrestleMania 13 at NXT.
The double turn.
Yeah.
The double turn. What about having? Oh God, that'd be interesting. Turn Joe babyface and put Balor in as the heel with the title.
Well, then again, it would be better for Apollo Crews to be face to go up against Joe next.
In Japan, of course.
Yeah, so that's definitely impossible move.
Yeah, I think that's going to happen before the year's over. But, Will, do you have any thoughts on the match and the... obviously, you do speak heavily about the run-in, so...
Mocking about the Zen.
Yes.
My thoughts on the match, it was a really good match. Like Aaron said, it could have gone either way. And when Sammy's music hit, that actually woke up a lot of people because it looked like they were getting a little bit bored with opening segments and promos between Shane and Vince. So I think Sammy's entrance woke up a lot of people.
Well, it's considering the fact that when you set up the apron bomb, you basically did the same thing that they did in NXT when Owens was going for the apron bomb in the past, and that's the same exact way Sami Zayn came in the first time.
Then
But
again,
they did that
of
with
course,
Balor the last time with NXT.
then again, of course, you've also got to note where they are.
Exactly. You're in Ring of Honor country. So, Ashley, we go into a promo next.
Well, no, because we get a video from Dwayne The Rock Johnson, I guess, hyping up WrestleMania. We've got a little excerpt of it right here.
You're a punk motherfucking piece of shit. You're a fucking fag. You are the reason you had a fucking job in WWF because you suck Hulk Hogan dick and you fucking suck Hulk Hogan ass.
Yeah. There you go.
You tell him, Shiggy.
Dwayne speaks the truth.
All that said in that soundbite is basically what all the other cities are saying right now about Orlando.
Well, I doubt they would, because, you know, even Orlando didn't want to be associated with that guy anymore.
People are very butthurt about it. I'm reading it on Twitter right now.
Keep in mind, that court case is going to actual court now.
Yep. And I believe Bubba the Love Sponge is not testifying on Hogan's behalf.
Oh, my brother! I won't testify!
Pretty much. Speaking of that, where are the Dudleys tonight?
Hey, they weren't associated with the show. They are fucking gods.
Yeah, indeed.
So Stephanie and Dolph are backstage. There was a video package showing what happened last week, but fuck it. So Stephanie and Dolph backstage, and Dolph says, "Remember back at Survivor Series 2014?" And WWE goes, "Shh! Nobody's supposed to fucking remember that long ago, you stupid cunt."
Pretty much.
No, literally in storyline, but also shoot.
Oh, yeah, I know.
You know, you don't even have a fucking memory of last week. That's why you just had a video package showing what you saw 7 days ago. Because you're all dumb cunts. You know, he reminds her of how he got the authority out of power, and she goes, "Well, we're here now, and I'm your boss, so what the fuck is that shit?" And then says, "You know the Shane Undertaker thing at Mania, right?" And she goes, "Oh God, don't fucking remind me. I mean, who wrote this shit? Oh wait, my father did? Oh, I concurrently support it. I fucking hate it." And Steph says, you know, Taker will slaughter Shane, but for tonight, you know, considering how he wants to harken back to Survivor Series, she's going to set up a tag team elimination match against 3 of the League of Nations.
Oh, God.
And then informs him that his partners will be nobody. And Dolph went, "Well, fuck this shit, I'm out. Literally, I'm not re-signing. Fuck you. You deal with all these fucking injuries, you dumb bitch." Rewind!
Do you really blame him at this point? I don't blame him or Barrett right now.
Rewind!
Yeah, that's next, isn't it?
Yeah.
So my girl Summer Rae's in action.
Yeah, Summer Rae's wrestling. Then they show a Total Divas clip, and I'm gone, "You really want people to fucking turn off this shit? You're doing a great fucking job, you dumb shits." But there was an interesting twist.
Yes.
Once again, like with the first match, there's a twist.
So at one point, Bree's on the offense, and she hits everything. She hits her yes kicks, which of course she stole off Danielson, and the drop kick off the ropes. She hits the running knee, and she hits Bree mode off the middle buckle, and she's got Summer where she wants her. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Lana's music hits, and she comes out wearing the same corduroy she was wearing when she was working with Dolph. I mean, seriously, she looks like she. Well, I mean, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I mean, she kind of looks like she's from Jersey in the 80s. She comes in, and all of a sudden she distracts, and Summer hits the O'Connor roll and gets the 3 count. So after the match is over, Lana gets in the ring, kicks Brie in the midsection, and lays her out with her own move. So we have been hearing little pitter-patters about another women's match on the card, and I think this is what exactly it's going to be. You're going to see Brie's last match in WWE working against Lana.
Poor thing.
With a multi women involved.
Poor Brie.
You can't say poor thing because what happened afterwards sort of surprised me. That she was dressed up like she was in love with Dolph Ziggler again.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was going to say.
But then 2, holy shit, she knows a wrestling move. She's already ahead of Braun Strowman.
Let's be honest. That wrestling move would have been called something else if in the Attitude Era and it wasn't called X Factor.
Oh, you mean the person on Twitter that coined the term sex factor?
Oh, yeah, no.
Oh, I didn't mean that, but yeah, I'm along those lines.
No, it'd be called American Idol.
Oh, wow.
Or The Voice.
Because of her pitch perfect background, I would say The Voice made the most sense on that one.
No, that would be Lip Sync Battle. And then, of course, the question is, which set of lips?
So the question is, how long does it take JBL to make a reference that literally says, "My God, Maggle, that X Factor, that was pitch perfect right there."
My God, the lips on that pussy. I mean, the lips on that Lana's pussy. I mean, the lips on that Lana.
We want to wish John Layfield the best in his future endeavors, and they just fire him right on the spot. And Jerry Lawler comes in laughing. He's like, I never got fired.
And then Vince can say son of a bitch, and he's perfectly fine.
Wait a minute, I just came back in.
Standards. Yeah.
Oh, welcome back, Will.
I got kicked out. I mean, I came back in, all I'm hearing about Lana. I mean, hey, I'd like to take Lana on any day. I want her to do the one-legged Russian wheelbarrow to me.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Trust me, you don't. I looked it up, and it's like blue waffle.
Oh, boy. You got a promo now, sir. Do we have any thoughts on the match before we move on?
Oh, the tweet I'm about to send out, Owen. You have to see it.
Well, what I was gonna say, before I got kicked out for some odd reason, sorry, I was gonna do my shout out before I got kicked out, like I said, for some reason, because I gotta get up at 7:30 to go do something for work. So, is it okay if I do my quick shout and then you guys can continue?
You're fine.
Yeah.
Alright, so you can follow me on Twitter at TheClickForever1, and you can follow me on Instagram at NWO1996. And I can't thank Owen enough for officially bringing me into Pop. I cannot thank him enough. Aaron, stay entertaining. Ashley, stay Ashley. And
I
Nice.
thought you were gonna say, "Be happy for once in your fucking life."
well, and that too. And Cleveland, if you're listening, hopefully I'll see you next Monday. And Travis, you stay Travis as well. All right, guys, take care. And remember to throw up the click. And no, that is not a gang symbol. It's just a hand signal.
See you on Wednesday, sir.
All right, take care. And I'm gonna steal a line from Owen. That's all I gotta say about that.
Ooh.
All right. See you guys Wednesday.
See ya.
Bye. So, any thoughts, Aaron, on the match before we move on?
Will's been suspended. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes, he has.
Well, look at my latest tweet. It's a very funny GIF. It'll bring back HHN memories. And it just another Total Divas placement advertising match. I really didn't care for this much. I think we found out why.
Right.
The camera angles are so fucking going through seizures every week is because the cameraman was looking at Lana walking down the steel steps.
I ain't gonna lie, but that girl had a fat ass. Everybody's here with me. Dead ass. Dead ass.
Oh, boy. But yeah, no more thoughts on that. So I guess we're moving on to Dean Ambrose's promo.
We got the alternative commentary that Jim Ross was doing in the booth for New Japan.
Come on. Whoa, he's got a wrench.
I love that video. Jim Ross commentating on Jamaican daggering. It's fucking brilliant.
Oh, wow.
Mainly because you've got women the size of Big Show jumping on men, and apparently they're not going, "Ah!" Anyway, speaking of that, the crazy guy's here. No, not me, Dean Ambrose. He says the road to WrestleMania seemed to be free and clear and set in stone, but he's come in and ruining everybody's plans on Saturday, he hopes, by hijacking WrestleMania, by winning that title. Triple H tried to beat respect of the authority into him, but on Saturday, Triple H will have to learn to respect him as the new face of WWE. He'll do all the media and the charity commitments. He'll do all the video stuff like, "Hey kids, don't try this at home." He'll make Triple H buy him fancy new clothes and everything, and then realizes, hang on, when the hell would I want to buy a suit? Yeah, I'll ditch that. And those commitments, I don't think I'm good for that, but I just want to be a fighting champion, day in and day out. Cue Motorhead, and Triple H shows up and says, he wants to bring Dean back to reality, and says the belt will stay with him as long as he wants to hold on to it. That line that makes no sense once again. Then says Dean needs to take another trip to the announce table, and Dean says, "Well, I will do, and it'll be with you, Triple H, and I'll put you through it." And Triple H says, "Look, come on. The name Roadblock was just some stupid marketing fuck that thought, let's come up with a name rather than March to WrestleMania, which actually makes more fucking sense." Now, Roadblock's the name of the robot that won the very first series of UK Robot Wars 20 years ago. Makes loads of fucking sense. Now, the Roadblock doesn't represent Dean. If anything, Dean is just a mere speed bump or a pothole on the way to WrestleMania. The thing is, like wrestling, potholes are fixed.
those who don't learn from history will learn the hard way. You know, and Dean says, well, rather be crazy than whatever the hell you are, Hunter. So Triple H replies by saying, I'm driven to success. And I don't know whatever the hell you do, Dean, but... And Dean says, well, I guess I must be hard of hearing, so I think you need to get in the ring up close so I can hear what you got to say. Triple H says, no. You don't get to want to fight. These fans don't get to call when the fight is. I fight on my time. You're going to get your chance on Saturday, but tonight, I'm going to do what a responsible, man driven to success will do and delegate. So tonight, you're going to go one-on-one with Bray Wyatt. And come Saturday, you'll learn that the authority always wins. And that was the last segment of Raw. Nothing else fucking happened. Honest.
If only that were true.
I guess the best bit to come out of tonight was the fact that Motorhead's cover of Sympathy for the Devil is one of the themes for WrestleMania.
Right.
And then we get the 3-on-1 handicap match. Ziggler versus Team DX Security and whoever the fuck that Russian Bulgarian is.
Yeah, unfortunately, Wade Barrett's the only one that was eliminated in this match.
Well, no, because Ziggler was eliminated as well.
Well, no, the only one that was eliminated from the team.
Yeah, but Ziggler was a team of one. His partners were himself and himself.
Pretty much. So Barrett ate the super kick, and Sheamus came in with the axe handle. Dolph ducked it. He did the super kick to Sheamus, and Rusev broke up the pin. Eventually, the Brogue Kick ended up finishing off Dolph, and that was it. There was really nothing else to it. I was happy that Barrett had in-ring action. That's something we don't see very often. But it was a match. It really was. Not much to talk about. Did I mention the fact that it's got me missing both John Cena and Randy Orton right now?
Would that it were so simple.
Yeah, exactly. Tell him, Rafe. And then we, of course, have a recap of what happened on the opening of the show. And then WWE gave everybody that doesn't know any better and gave the people that do know better a refresher course of how great Shane McMahon is in the ring.
Do all this crazy shit and then see him do it again at WrestleMania and then actually kill himself. And, Vince will have to legally rewrite his will because, his grandkids aren't going to have a father anymore.
Ashley, you have any thoughts?
I don't know whether I'm joking now or honest because that's what I fear is going to have to fucking happen. Somebody's actually going to have to literally die in order to make that match interesting. And that's fucking depressing.
Hey, you're telling me.
Especially when the person dying isn't Ric Flair.
Ashley, you have any thoughts on the match before we go?
I just think it's filler for the fact that Miz couldn't be bothered to show up to work.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Because, it's like, who honestly gives a fuck about the League of Nations? Bill Cosby's more relevant than the League of Nations. And that's scary.
Aaron, any thoughts on the match before we move on?
Big Mac. I was eating a Big Mac during the match. and that is a shoot in the truth.
I want McDonald's so bad right now. Okay, Ashley, we move on.
Yeah, Becky and Sasha arguing backstage over their triple threat match, saying, "Oh, it would have been me one-on-one if you hadn't have been pinned, and then it would have been me one-on-one if you hadn't been pinned." It's like, I don't care who the fuck is Spartacus, just get the fuck on with it.
Yep.
And this is one of the times where I was excited for this triple threat. Now that everybody's bickering and Ric Flair is still fucking around, it's like, yeah, it's going to be a match now. Probably come to the day I'll be excited for it, but the build-up is going to be absolute shit if it's just bickering like fuck.
Yeah, it's going to suck.
And then it gets worse because then it's Team Bad versus Becky and Sasha. I'm amazingly shit.
Oh, that's funny you say a Naomi reference because I know what she was doing tonight backstage behind Raw, mentioning me in a comment on Instagram about her booty.
I thought she was wanking off her Russo husband.
No.
Considering they weren't on the show.
And I have proof of it too. It was hilarious. It's only the second time she mentioned me in a comment on Instagram.
What, wanking off for Usos?
No.
Watch what you say, Aaron.
No. It was a picture of...
You don't have to do it backstage, bitch. I can do it in the ring. Yeah!
It was a picture of her on the stairs, and her booty's hanging out of her bottoms. And I said, look back at it. And she said, hey, LOL.
Good God.
I was like, what?
Is she Jewish?
Huh?
Hey, how you doing?
That's Fonzie.
What do you know?
This match was kind of a throwaway match.
Yep.
Didn't go very long. Bank statement finished off. And that was the end of it. Charlotte attacked. Becky made the save. Charlotte attacked both. So yeah, we're really building this match. I mean, okay. I've said this. I know Becky has gotten the short end of the stick when it comes to this entire run. But I would much rather at this point see Sasha and Charlotte one-on-one at WrestleMania. Because it's that important.
That's what I'm saying all along.
I want Becky to get a run. I do. Because she's never gotten one.
Me too.
But this needs to be a singles match.
Yes, like we know what Charlotte and Sasha are capable of putting on good matches. Yeah, we've seen all the four horsewomen in a Fatal 4-Way match. I'm not sure if you ever saw Charlotte, Sasha, and Becky in a triple threat in NXT. Correct me if I'm wrong. But Sasha and Charlotte alone can go.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You bar Flair from ringside, and you just have a knockdown drag-out.
Yes.
But, yeah, it was a thing, which sucks because both of the women's matches tonight were kind of subpar, but they didn't really give them any time. Ladies and gentlemen, the road to WrestleMania.
Yay! Call of Duty.
So actually, do you have any thoughts?
Yeah, Charlotte attacking both of them and standing tall while her boobs nearly falling out of her top was nearly fucking hilarious. That was about it.
All right.
Oh shit! I've just seen what's next.
Yeah,
I've seen what's next. He's backstage, dressed like some 1950s fucking wimpy bar person or something. Mark Henry looking on, wondering why he's dressed up how he is. And then bumps into Goldust and says, "Look, I know everything that you've been trying to do, and
I feel sorry, so I wanted to make it up to you. So I got you this pizza that's full of everything. It's a Chicago pizza, deep dish, full on. And Goldust is like, look, you know I'm lactose intolerant. But I cannot even eat this. It's one of your stupid bloody jokes. And just storms off. And Truth's just like, oh! And puts it down. And heads off after him. And then Mark Henry comes in. Opens up the pizza box and goes, I love Chicago.
So horrible.
Basically confirmed.
It's funny because he's a fat fucker.
Ashley, stop taking the words out of my mouth tonight. It basically confirmed fat people love pizza. Chicago pizza in this case.
Such a waste of Mark Henry right now.
I know. It was bad.
What a waste.
You don't want to know it. You
I know
don't
we
want to
got
know
that
what's in
on.
the secret
Yeah, you
sauce,
do.
Goldust. Yeah! Yeah!
Love it.
You want to be lactose intolerant? I'll get rid of the lactose. Oh!
So we move on to our next hour.
Pounding it. Pounding it. Yeah, we finally get to something that might be interesting. Why the fuck is this happening, AJ? Versus New Day.
New Day or over
New Day,
like
so,
crazy.
they've been champs for nearly 200 days. They're a real team. Unlike Y2 AJ and Big E's like, oh, we're so good, we got matching tattoos. And he's like, whoa. And Xavier's like, whoa, I've got Triforce on my arm. But, Kofi isn't into that. It's like, you're joking, right? And Big E's like, of course I was joking, but I didn't get a rainbow unicorn tattooed on my buttocks. And then Jericho's pyro and everything interrupted. And then AJ came out. And then Lillian didn't speak in Spanish, and we all cried. And then we had the tag match, which was probably match of the night.
Yeah.
Just by default, because the rest of them were practically shit.
Solid stuff in this match. We noticed when Jericho could not sell the K-Broaded reverse DDT, but I can assure you that Kofi knows how to sell it because he did very well at doing just that. AJ hit the springboard 450, and Big E dragged Kofi to the floor to break up the pin. A nice slingshot, well, like a pescado into a forearm, basically an elbow suicida pretty much, but over the top instead of through the ropes. And Kofi tries to get a roll up, he gets a near fall, ducks the spin kick, a round kick, tags Jericho in. Kofi goes for Trouble in Paradise, gets caught, goes for the walls. AJ cuts off Xavier Woods, who's on the ring apron, and Big E rams AJ in the barricade on the outside, tags himself in, charges into the walls, but he kicks it off. He goes for the big ending. Jericho escapes. He goes Big E shoulder first into the ring post, catches the code breaker, and plants him with a big ending for the 3 count. New Day retains. And after the match is over, Chris Jericho proceeds to lay out AJ Styles with 3 successive code breakers, doing the heel turn that I've been talking about for weeks now. Further solidifying the fact that there's a really good chance they're going to face off at Roadblock on Saturday. That's my guess. Because they're both on the card, but they both don't have matches. The Miz was supposed to be AJ's opponent. That was what was being broadcast, I guess, in like local markets. But that's gone by the wayside, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's just it it's good to see. It's just it's a shame. Well, I guess it made sense for it to happen on Raw, because if it happened on the bloody whatever the hell it
Right.
nobody would have nobody would have noticed it on Raw anyway, which is probably what half of next week's show is going to bloody be.
Right.
Had to watch some fucking videos, Pittsburgh. You know, I'm excited to see what comes from this. You know, the way, the manner in which Jericho did it was just perfect. You know, he overkilled it, which is how you need to do that sort of turn.
Totally agreed.
So that's sort of on the level of the way the Dudley Boys did it, but actually better. Because you sort of saw it coming, which with the Dudleys you didn't.
Right. Well, the great thing about AJ is he took that horrid-looking Y2AJ shirt and stuffed it in AJ's mouth after it was over.
Yeah. And then afterwards, the little promo bit where he was like, you know, listen, I made a WWE debut in this building, and the crowd were chanting for me. And now we roll back to today, and all people are chanting is AJ Styles, AJ Styles, AJ Styles. They better enjoy chanting it, because he's not going to be around for long. Yeah, minimal words, and it's already bloody set it up. I don't know why the fuck we need him on SmackDown to explain his actions. I think what happened on bloody Fastlane and the build up to that explains why he fucking did it.
Right.
I blame Aaron.
What about the wording of that?
Yeah, I got away with it because he isn't here.
Oh, sorry guys. I was talking to my mom about. Actually, I just woken up. But anyways.
Oh fuck, he was there. Shit.
I liked. I didn't really. Sadly, I did not pay much attention to this match. I'm not sure why. But I had also thought that at some point, sooner than later, Jericho was going to turn on AJ Styles, which he did. And wow, this tweet I just read about what I'm talking about now is just even disgusting. Because I just read a tweet that said the fact that we put the Y2AJ shirts on sale knowing that they were going to be broken up is disgusting. And please get my mindset tonight.
I think it's brilliant.
I know it is brilliant. That's what I was about to say. You know.
What about all that? What was her name? What name was she going under when she was in NXT? The bloody Isis the Amazon.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't even know she was in NXT. To tell you the truth.
I can't remember her name that she was gonna go under.
Aloysia?
I bet they had merch for her and everything. Yeah, Aloysia. Yeah. Bet they had merch for her. I wonder if that exists somewhere. In some Kmart or something for $5. Is that the kind of shit that they do? Wow!
Indeed.
And all that jazz. Nice.
So we move on to our next match. Well, no. I was gonna say you're still.
Oh
on
no,
Canada,
yeah, we got into the
but I
next
forgot
one.
about something else. Yeah.
No, it's the voice that Ashley just.
Oh God, yeah. So yes, next up tonight, it's Kalisto, the Latin American sensation, who's actually from Canada, taking on the guy who clearly couldn't be bothered to get fucking styled this week, Tyler. Why the fuck is my hair down, Breeze? Sexy.
It's so funny. My mom said two things that Ashley thought. Kalisto looked like the Green Power Ranger, and why is Tyler Breeze's hair is down? And she rarely watches WWE. Hilarious.
Kalisto isn't the fucking Green Power Ranger.
Are you kidding
He's
me?
the Green Rey Mysterio variant.
He's Rey
Green Rey
Mysterio.
Mysterio.
But there was a picture.
When Rey Mysterio wears green, that's that fucker.
I know. There was also the picture of the Green Power Ranger going around.
Huh?
But yeah, I mean, it was
The Green Power Ranger.
it was a solid like TV match. I like the finish came out of nowhere
I liked it.
with the satellite head scissor into the Salida del Sol. And then we get the official announcement that Ray Traylor, the big boss man, Big Bubba Rogers, the Guardian Angel, the boss, is going into the WWF Hall of Fame. Because he's not going into the WWE Hall of Fame because he was never in the WWE. He was in the WWF. So he's might as well have his own WWF branch.
Oh shit! I just realised. I need the music that I said I was going to line up
God.
while you were away on the call. See how many people get this reference. This is fucking vague.
And
If it ever fucking works.
Maybe Orlando will get a better WrestleMania theme song. Blues Brothers?
Well, that's how you would know it.
That's how I know it.
It's Peter Gunn.
Wow. I went to school on that one.
I actually, the person I managed for the longest time, the Death Falcon Zero, that's the music he actually uses as entrance theme.
Very nice. Classic.
And it's interesting because it hasn't been a
classic. So classic. It was his original theme before he went to the E.
No, I know. If you can't, it's a classic music though in many movies.
Well, the funny thing about that is
I'll never fucking understand why Don Morocco came out to Jesus Christ Superstar.
Oh, I love that song. Come on now. That's my music.
Jesus Christ Superstar. WrestleMania 32 like a fart in a jar.
so the funny thing is you have the big boss man going into the Hall of Fame. And then they haven't been announced yet. But well, first off, the big boss man came out of nowhere because that wasn't even rumored.
Yeah, that did come out of nowhere.
I guess he's the replacement for
Vader.
Mago.
Oh yeah, JBL. Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, also, WWE Moms had tweeted on Twitter. They said he was such a great character, Big Boss Man. I was very hesitant to tweet. Oh yeah, when he was hung from the.
Oh God, the feud with the Big Show when he called him.
I'm not fucking surprised that you might have to bring that up.
The Big Show feud where he dragged the casket and the Big Show jumped on the casket.
Yeah, of his
feeding Al Snow's dog to him.
Being tag team with a druggie and Bull Buchanan.
Oh my God. The Twin Towers. The feud with Nails and the Mountie. And strangely enough, even though he hasn't been officially announced by WWE, another person going into the Hall of Fame is going to be another legend that he actually worked tag team matches with in All Japan, and that is Stan the Lariat Hansen.
Oh shit! He's actually going in?
Aha!
I can't wait to see who fucking breaks that shit. Let's think about it.
That's going to be
the obvious choice for Stan the Man Hansen. Nickelodeon. They will officially.
Welcome to Good Burger, home of Good Burger. How can I take your order?
And the last person that is going to be going in is Jackie Moore. So Miss Texas,
Wow. Jackie Moore
going to be going into the Hall of Fame.
Holy
will
shit!
They have dropped Regis?
He's okay.
Regis Philbin.
Ashley, you'll get this reference, and Acer, if you hear the podcast, you will too. P. Windsor says through the WrestleMania 32 magazine, the Hall of Fame inductees are Sting, the Freebirds, the Godfather, the Big Boss Man, Stan Hansen, and Jackie.
Yeah.
No celebrity wing.
No celebrity this year.
That's a shocker. That there's no celebrity, but hey, at least we take a break from that. It's all about the wrestlers this year.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
That's why Vader's not going in, because he's inducting Stan Hansen.
Mr. Celebrity, you know what I have to say to you? Fuck you!
Obviously, I think Vader would be a good person to induct Stan Hansen. Actually, Johnny... no, I don't know. I was going to say Johnny Ace, but I'm like, no.
Oh my god, I can't. Oh wow, I really can't believe that. I thought those shirts were fake. They really do have Y2AJ shirts on sale.
Yes.
How much are they?
$24.99.
For something which doesn't fucking exist anymore. Yay!
Yay, fickle wrestling fans.
We wait 2 weeks.
Actually,
$15.
This person had a wrong tweet here. This person says, "Why buy the greatest NXT matches DVD or Blu-ray when I can watch them on the WWE Network for $9.99?" Some of the matches on that set, my buddy, because he's a follower of mine, Devontae, are not even on the WWE Network. So yes, it is worth it, and I can't wait to pre-order the fuck
Mangos.
CM Punk and Seth Rollins versus the Kings of Wrestling.
Thank you. I cannot wait to pre-order the.
Oh shit!
That's the match I want to see.
Ah, yeah.
Oh shit!
And Big E's on the cover, so Big E's match is in there, former NXT champion.
Oh shit!
Yeah, you gotta buy this. I think the UK gets it first, don't they?
Oh shit! It'll be too expensive, so I'll fucking wait 6 months. Shit!
Nice.
Yeah, volume 1, so there'll be multiple volumes. This is volume 1.
Woo!
So that is. Oh god! Now we move into this. Kalisto's cutting a promo with interview with Jericho.
Oh no! This is
We were so hoping this wasn't really going to happen.
Kalisto, he's backstage and he's talking to Midget Jojo. Asks him about his hopes for WrestleMania and brings up Eddie Guerrero and immediately going, "You don't want anything to fucking do with this shit anymore." And then Ryback comes in and says he's missing out on his WrestleMania moment for this year, and he's a big guy and he don't like the little guy because he's got a small penis, and
well,
I
Trojan,
don't
which you
even
gonna go with?
fucking know the emotion in his voice when he talks. It's like, Jesus, I could wank on a piece of garlic bread and call it toast and be more interesting than this shit.
I'm gonna get my WrestleMania moment. It's a spotlight. I want it on me.
Spotlight is about abusing kids, Ryback.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you know about that, Ryback? Did you know? or is that why Punk called you a
He was fucked either way. Either he's gonna fuck kids, or he's gonna get fucked by a bear.
Well, Ryback is a dumb fuck.
And again, if Room won, he could have been locked away for 7 years and nobody would have noticed him.
Punk,
I just realised that. Hang on.
If
it was Big Short, he could have gone broke. If it was Big Short, he could have gone broke. If it was the Martian, we wouldn't see him for 5 years, and then hopefully he might die because he wouldn't know how to grow potatoes.
CM Punk was right about Ryback.
Mad Max just spray fucking icing sugar on his face. Brooklyn, he think he's part of Crime Time. What was the other film that I'm missing?
Room.
No, I said Room because he'd be locked away for 7 years. I've done Mad Max, I've done Spotlight, I've done Room, I've done Revenant, I've done Martian, I've done Big Short, I've done Brooklyn. What the fuck was the other one?
I always forget the last one. Oh God.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe this is the #1 trend on Twitter. This is where people's minds are in social media tonight. # bad sex in 3 words. Maybe Seth Rollins and his girlfriend didn't work out.
Will it help? And I win the internet tonight. That's what you forgot. Bring the spotlight.
Mine would be for 3 hours. # bad sex in 3 words. # Raw. That would be it.
Right, I'll try and compose myself. I'll wait for fucking Ryback promo. I can't. He says, better be watching the TV or something, son, as I'm about to teach a lesson to these social I can't even remember what he said. It was that fucking interesting.
I don't pay attention to his dumb self.
And as soon as this happened, I was like, oh, God. So they emphasized the fact that he wasn't turning heel, and then what a fucking surprise he's turning heel. In a company which is at least 3/4 heel wrestlers.
And we don't have a strong baby face that can fight them all off.
Nope. To quote that clip, what the fuck is this shit?
Very true. So, on that note, we get Curtis Axel and Ryback. Axel gets squashed. Ryback, of course, uses the CM Punk running knee in Chicago.
What a dumb fuck.
Pretty much.
In Chicago.
And the moral of the story is what a dumb fuck.
And we get the opening segment of Shane McMahon's promo for the 3rd time after this match.
Oh, I loved that though because my dad had just gotten back from work, and I'm like, "Oh my God, they're showing it! Come here, quick! This is the only best of Raw you need to see."
You haven't missed anything.
You can talk about the Stephanie and Vince promo now if you'd like.
Oh yeah. Oh, he saw that too. Because I guess that's what that recap went into. It was. So yeah. Oh yeah. So this is different. I get to talk about a promo. Yay. Okay. So Vince and Vince and Stephanie are backstage. Oh, actually no. Vince, you see him on the phone. He's talking to somebody. I forgot it was even he was even talking to. Probably to Linda, the WWE Fantasy Booking. No, I did not mean a son of a bitch. I meant. So then Stephanie comes in, and Stephanie starts talking to Vince, saying, "Well, Dad, this is getting serious." As her award is glowing in blue behind her, and the nauseating paintings on the wall. She said, "Well, Dad, what if, Shane, really does win at WrestleMania?" Basically, he's like, "How could he?" And I'll handle it. Like, him in his creative direction, I'll handle it.
That's what should have been playing when it just looked at Vince after Stephanie left.
Oh, yeah.
Bloom.
Well,
You
see that
that's a lot bigger than the last one.
WrestleMania in Orlando, spared at no expense. Anyways, yeah. So we have Stephanie, and she said it again, because why not? She said, "Yeah, but Dad, what if?" And Vince is like, "I'll handle it," and so Vince will handle it. Just like 2 weeks ago. Statistical, what was it? It was like a term he used. Statistical odds or something. I don't know. Or statistical tactics. Something with statistical that with testicles. I don't know. I have no idea. So anyway, but
yeah.
I honestly have no idea what he is talking about, everyone.
No, I know. I was trying to make a joke out of it.
Talking makes me run. Ah.
But yeah, no. Basically, Vince has got this, guys. He's got this. No, he doesn't. So it's basically the moral of that. With that segment, I don't know. I really just wanted Shane McMahon out there again. Every time Shane is on Raw now, it's like I want more. Him and his fancy sneakers. But yeah, it was interesting, but still kind of the same because you had Shane talk earlier in the show, confronted by Vince, and then you have Vince and Stephanie, and then another backstage segment like we did 2 weeks ago. We have good memory, WWE. We don't forget, like you like for us to forget. Hopefully, it's just different in the next. Is it 2 weeks after this week for WrestleMania?
That sounds right.
It's 27 day or 26, whatever you want to call it. So we're less than 4 weeks away.
Get the fuck on with it, WWE. 27 days.
And now do you understand why I'm fucking worried about Undertaker versus Shane?
Well, no, it's not just that. I mean, that match is going to be all right if it's booked. If there's any proper way to book it, or to make it better than it is now.
But back in the classic era, you knew the card weeks before it. At the rate that we're going, they're going to make a fucking matchup on the fly on WrestleMania Day.
Yeah, no. Ashley, you took the words right out of my mouth for like the 4th time tonight. I was going to say that, because, we don't have a card established. And I really do blame it on injuries. They just don't know what the hell they're doing, and they're gonna, make up Matt. Hell, they may even make up stipulations, like on WrestleMania today on WWE Network, they may change up an IC title, Divas, Hell in a Cell match. They've done that before. I remember the WrestleMania weekend in Orlando. They added the stipulation on SmackDown 2 days or 3 days before WrestleMania 24 that there must be a winner between Mayweather and Big Show. So, it's happened in the past where they just add stipulations, and yeah, in this case, they probably will add matches on the WrestleMania Sunday, and that's pretty sad. It's just, the WWE is in such a unique position that's never really been in with the injuries and the creative direction of stuff. I just hope after WrestleMania 32, look, it's a new season. Hopefully we don't have the strain of bad injuries heading into the rest of the remainder of 2016 and 2017. And WrestleMania 33 is a much better improved year overall and show in terms of build-up.
I just want to welcome Acer officially to chat.
Hey, Acer. Am I going to see our WrestleMania? Well, I guess
Considering where he's from, I highly doubt it.
Well, no, there's been Canadians at WrestleMania. Edge. Just kidding. No, but there's been fans that have traveled from Canada, so if he can swing, I'm sure a lot of people are gonna try to visit because it's Orlando. They're gonna make a vacation out of it, so the travel packages will sell out.
I wouldn't bother with WWE's travel package. I would try to book everything that I wanted myself.
Yeah, no, I could probably already do that if I time it just right and I win tickets around Mardi Gras time. Mardi Gras will still be happening come April 2nd, 2017. If I can swing winning Universal passes, I can make the whole fucking WrestleMania week like, a kind of like a short vacation home and home. Not a home away from home kind of thing. I don't know.
So Miz TV
this
week, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
Sorry, that noise sounded like a humping moose. What was that?
Oh.
Oh shit! Yeah! Oh my gosh!
No, I just can't believe we go from Owens and Zayn going at it on the indie circuit for years, but they've never been on Miz TV. Come on!
That's right.
Why? I like the Miz, but is that all he's gonna do? Is Miz TV on SmackDown and wrestle on Raw? Can we use him a little bit better?
Perhaps.
And let's just have Zayn and Owen do an in-ring confrontation. They can talk on the mic. They can talk on the mic for themselves. I hope the segment's more Zayn and Owens than Miz hogging the spotlight, which of course is his character. But, it's Zayn and fucking Owens.
But there's always that.
Yes.
Main event time.
Already. Wow.
Yeah, but Bray cut a promo with a beard and long hair in a hat by himself with some creepy lighting. Run. Yep.
Pretty much.
It's so point on. It's so golden. Ashley has a better chance of a push than Bray Wyatt. It's so good. And oh my God, this comment I just read. Why always Florida? Jesus Christ, fans, do your fucking research. 2008. Just keep telling yourself that.
Aaron didn't notice the glaring fucking copycat move.
I'm sorry.
You thought he would have remembered, considering 7 days ago I completely lost my shit over it.
Yep.
You guys got those views back, by the way.
About time.
But, they'll now all go to WWE because they'll claim, it's their copyright. Because I did an impression that's absolutely nothing like Bray Wyatt. I mean, because we're in that match, I'm going to stick the hat on now.
I'm going to contemplate what I'm thinking about this match with this hat on. And I will come to a probably prophetic moment.
Oh no, they picked a sort. Oh my god, I was reading the article. Oh, and I'm sorry, this is off topic still, but they're doing this treatment of a WrestleMania article announcement, just like Hall of Fame. The Orlando Sentinel reported late Monday night. So they randomly picked a source, just like Hall of Fame.
Pretty much.
Oh my god, they need to stop doing that. This shit was leaked out hours before, just like Hall of Fame and Big Boss Man, and then they just pick a random
sources.
CBS Sports.
Tabasco.
Oh boy.
Oh my. It's just it's so spot on. I love it. It's great.
The great thing is, it was like, I can't wait for Saturday to take on Brock Lesnar. It was like, shit, did he talk about fucking Roadblock? What is this shit? There's 3 rules about Fight Club. The first is, you don't talk about Roadblock. The second is, what the fuck is Bray Wyatt? The third is, no bombing in the pool.
So yeah, there's that.
It's so funny. That's like the second time you've said that, because it's like this whole episode of Raw. There's that.
The subtitle for this week's podcast. So that was that.
So that was
the thing. Ambrose and Wyatt had a normal Raw main event match you would normally see, and it pretty much ended pretty quickly after Bray goes for the Uranagi. It escapes. Ambrose sets up Dirty Deeds. Bray goes to the floor. He goes for the tope. Bray no-sells him. Goes for Sister Abigail. He escapes from that. Boot in, hits the Uranagi on the barricade. We get back into the ring, and a right hand, of course, that triggers the Nigel. He heads up top with the standing elbow drop. We get the wide interruption, and when we get back... Yes. Luke Harper, Eric Rowan, and Braun Strowman are surrounding the ring. So the referee...
Holy fuck.
Yeah, the referee calls for the bell, and they mug Ambrose. Sister Abigail, Triple H comes out. Then we get the moment where Triple H and Bray Wyatt have the stare down.
And then we have the nachos.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome to see Bray Wyatt and Triple H, and Bray actually looks at him, smiles, and touches the title. It's the little things sometimes that are so awesome. But then again, the Wyatts just leave for no reason. And Triple H clears the table. He wants to do it again, and he eats the Dirty Deeds. Ambrose celebrates with the WWE Championship, which, good job, WWE. Great finish there, sir. Great finish. I completely blew that.
Yeah. It's just... I can't remember. Was it I can't remember. There was somebody else on the call, Owen, that was saying it was like this is the 16th something time.
I think it was Will.
Ambrose has gone. That Ambrose went 1-on-1 with Wyatt.
Yeah, I think it was Will actually.
It might not have been 16. It might have been 13. But it's like the opening match is the same as the closing match. Why do we need to see this combination again? It's like, once we're done with WrestleMania... Once we're done... Hold on. Once we're done with WrestleMania, I don't think you're going to see the re-emergence of the Chris Jericho AJ Styles feud.
Nope.
In any capacity. But this one, it's like, Well, what is it? Actually, that would be close to 18 months.
Yeah, that's
Was
about
it Money
right.
in the Bank 2014? So yeah.
Oh God, this is good news for Owen.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you really have to read that Orlando Sentinel article. They really did break the story first, and that's why WWE is using it about WrestleMania.
WrestleMania is going to have a wanking room for WrestleMania 33.
No, it does. It does confirm here that we're going to have the Hall of Fame, which is no brainer. Monday Night Raw at Amway Center, and like I said, because the Access event has been so big since 2008 when it was shitty. Orange County Convention Center will be WrestleMania Access, and McMahon said um, that there's like global attractions and family-friendly places in Orlando, so that's why we brought it back. And Mayor Buddy Dyer said he wants to get on a rotation.
He was going to say WWE Access was going to be in the entire city of Miami.
Well, yeah.
Just the entire city is going to be shut off, and it's just going to have wrestling shit.
Well, yeah, I know. Well, it's really huge. No, but Orlando's mayor admits he would like to get on a rotation with WWE, allowing WrestleMania to come back to Central Florida. This is for Owen, maybe every 5 years.
God.
I find that hard to believe, but dream big, Mr. Mayor. Dream big.
Someday I'll go to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
You know what the great thing is, though?
That's a very interesting article. I love that article.
You know who's fucking rubbing their hands with glee now for next year?
What?
WWN Live.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
Because they don't even have to move.
I can't even believe it says here, not just Minnesota, which was the strongest competitor, that's known. So Orlando almost didn't get it. But they beat over a dozen cities that bid for it in 2017. That's damn impressive.
Well, let's be honest,
What were the other
9
cities?
of those cities
Was Philly one?
were Donald Trump.
Yeah, but like, what were the other dozen cities except Minnesota being like, a close second to Orlando? Like, where was Philly? Where was London?
Trump Magazine, Trump Golf Club in Scotland, Trump Golf Club in America, Trump Steaks, Trump Tower. Literally on the roof, they're gonna have, a bloody fucking monster truck battle again, a la bloody whatever that was in '96.
Makes sense.
It'll all make perfect sense. I mean, it won't, but we'll see what's officially announced at the press conference, despite the fact it's all getting leaked now because
Well, no, Orlando
people
Sentinel
can't keep hold of a fucking secret.
Yeah.
The dumb cunt.
But no, Orlando Sentinel had quotes from McMahon, John Sabor, the vice president of WWE in some department, and
John Cena, what?
John Sabor.
John Cena?
I'm just saying it in the article.
John Cena's real name. We know that now.
No.
John Sabor.
That's funny.
But John Cena will be there at the press conference. Yeah.
Sabor is for boring.
Oh God.
Well, that's a good way to end the show.
Did any of you see the logo though? It's got the sun rays again.
I don't like it at all.
It's kind of retro in the lettering, but why do we have the sun rays again? Florida's not just known for sunny because it was raining at the start of WrestleMania 24.
It rains a lot in southern Florida.
So
I would know this.
And I guess. Well,
it was either have sun rays on it, or it was Hulk Hogan racially abusing a black person.
Oh God.
Well, it's Florida, isn't it?
No, it is Florida. I think
racist brother.
When they designed the
Racist brother.
The stage set's going to be very interesting for WrestleMania 33. When they design it for the Citrus Bowl, And they have a space. They have the space to make a bigger stage, just like they did in 2008. I think you're gonna have Vince saying, "It needs more palm trees," because we had a lot of palm trees. We had palm trees on the fucking upper levels of Citrus.
Why don't they just have statues of Orlando Jordan?
Yeah, this is definitely a great way to take it
No,
home.
Orlando Bloom. Get Orlando Bloom to host WrestleMania 33.
Oh, please, Orlando Bloom, please. Ashley, don't ruin the vibe. Do not kill the vibe, sir.
Who else do you fucking know called Orlando?
Or I'm actually trying to think.
Yeah, see? No one.
Well,
Because
you know
nobody
what?
would name their fucking kid Orlando.
Well, you know what? I just hope we don't get Kim Kardashian again. Because you know, I remember I watched WrestleMania 24 on WWE Network, and she did say the attendance record. And she says that's big. That's really really big. Okay, we don't want to hear about Kanye West's dick. And Raven Simone.
I don't think it's that big.
Raven
Why
Simone.
else do you think in his very first album it went, "Wake up, Mr. West"?
And I don't want Raven Simone there again because she was a whack job now. Times have changed. And Snoop Dogg because he'll just fall asleep during the Divas match again.
Okay,
No, Snoop Dogg needs to be there. Snoop Dogg needs to be there. How else will Jack Swagger cope?
Okay, well, Sasha. Okay. He'll be backstage with Sasha. Okay, he'll be backstage with Sasha.
No, he won't.
Yes, he will.
One, she's married, and two, she don't deal with that. It's Vince that is on the hashish. Hashish!
So that's a good way to end tonight.
Yes.
No, it isn't. The official rating for Raw.
-5 stars!
There we go. That will end another edition of the WWE Raw Popcast. And I'm hearing myself talk again. Exactly. Real quick, I want to thank everyone for joining us tonight, either live or in archive. Cleveland, of course, was unable to join us tonight. He'll be returning hopefully on Wednesday. Will dropped in for a little bit, and he will be returning on Wednesday. And Travis will make his return as well on Wednesday because apparently, because of last week, we're talking 2 episodes of Total Divas this week. Yeah. So you can check Will out on Twitter at the Click Forever 1. That's numeral 4 ever 1 numeral 1. And you also can check out Cleveland at ControCleve, and both of them have YouTube channels. The links are in the description bar. Same with Travis. It's at Travis Coaster, and obviously his Coaster Casters podcast, which is on Friday nights. That's available, as well as his gaming channel. Both gaming and theme park channel is available in the description bar, so check that information out. Exactly. Aaron.
Yes, you can like my Facebook fan page at Mr. Entertainment 92. Same handle goes for Instagram. Follow me on there. Hit me up on Periscope and Twitter at Mr. ENT92. I'll give details of what social media coverage I will be providing on those social media channels this Wednesday night at 9:30 p.m. on the Wrestling Wednesday podcast here on the Popcast Network for Believe 118. Plans have changed. I'm going to Believe 118 now. Always excited about that. And subscribe to my YouTube channel for reviews and blogs, and also several podcasts that I've done in the past. And follow me on Wrestling Mino and Vine, both at Mr. Entertainment, and check out the interview that I did on radio with Costa Caster's own Ken over the weekend. It was a side chat on the Orlando Tourism Report. We spoke about WWE, which was confirmed even over the weekend that we were going to get WrestleMania, and also my experience at my first day first visit to only an experience. So check that out. Thanks for listening, guys, to the WWE Popcast tonight. We'll see you back here on Monday night, 11:30 p.m. And stay entertained.
By the
Actually-
way, they have actually just confirmed that Roman Reigns will be in the main event of WrestleMania 33.
Oh, fuck off. I've already started saving, Ashley. Don't do this to me.
Speaking of Ashley,
Bullshit!
Yes, so for me, it. Right. Okay. So,
that was weird.
in terms of my stuff, you could. In terms of what I'm doing, the archive of previous shows that I've done with the Whole Indie Show and SNS Sticks and Flicks are available on the SNS Radio Network website at snsradionetwork.com. Indie wrestling, movies, games, other stuff, all sort of stuff to talk about. They'll be ready when they're ready. I guess it's coming close to the point where they could be on indefinite hiatus. I don't know. It's just a lot of shit's going on
Right.
Oh my
at home and
goodness.
stuff,
I'm
various
sorry.
things.
This tweet that JR just tweeted will make Ashley happy. He promoted the link to your fight on yourshow.tv just 13 minutes ago, and within that link and tweet, he said, "Can you believe this train wreck? Gotta see this one to believe it." This is the event, mind you, that's going to be headlined by Rey Mysterio versus Kurt Angle rematch.
That isn't the headline.
Headline? Should be.
The headline is probably Shamrock versus Dan Severn.
Well, that's what Jim Ross said. He calls it a train.
Or Roy Jones Jr. versus some schmuck.
Jim Ross calls it a train wreck, yet he says he respects everything in the professional wrestling business. Fucking liar.
No. The train wreck will be that show.
I'm just saying, like, his overall attitude is support everything in the professional wrestling business. Yeah, he's talking one down.
Right. So that's the SS Radio Network stuff done. You can also find my. Look, CZW. That's coming up at the end of the month, guys. Can you stop interrupting me, please? Please, guys? Thank you. Right. So, yeah, I also do Gaming with Ash here, normally at the start of every week on YouTube. This week's is talking about Quantum Break and stuff. Who knows what's happening next week? It all depends on whether anything interesting comes through. We're sort of getting to the point where interesting stuff should be happening, especially considering now it seems like previously it was like March was the month when everything came out. Turns out now it's May, and you got Doom and Uncharted and Overwatch and God knows what else. And then you can find me on Twitter at fuck. At Ash is my name UK. Shut up!
Did Shima Zion take over your microphone there? I would say yes.
Are you not entertained?
No, we're not.
Oh well, I found the appropriate bit for Owen now.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
So yeah, as always, real quick, I do want to throw a big shout out to Acer in chat every single week, bringing all the entertainment in the chat. You can find him at Acer1337, yes, in a row. That's how you can find out the various podcasts, wrestling and or otherwise, you should be listening to. And he's a big supporter of the Popcast Network, and I always want to give him a shout out and do the same thing with like Follow Fridays, which everybody knows out there that I do frequently. You can follow me on Twitter at Sir Owen Disney. You can follow the Popcast Network on Twitter at Popcast Network. And we do have a Facebook fan page as well. It's not as visited as Mr. Entertainment's, but hopefully we'll get our numbers up eventually. It's under Sir Owen Disney Pop, or search for Sir Owen Disney and Pop.
Can I interrupt there because Jimmy Jacobs just tweeted tonight Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn shared a ring on Monday Night Raw. I can go to bed happy. And then the Young Bucks replied with a picture, and it's from the last set of shows in which Matt Jackson is using the cool spray, to like heal injuries, except he's spraying it on his crotch.
Whoa. Okay. Hold on. Quick question here. Owen, when the WWE Live house show is in Orlando in June, do you think that's when they're going to give the pre-sale code for WrestleMania?
I would say so.
No, in June?
I would say so unless they run some sort of probably when they run a Raw later on in the year, I think that will probably be your pre-sale.
Yeah, because I don't think a pre-sale for WrestleMania would go in June.
Stranger things have happened.
God, I
Tickets go on sale yesterday.
Oh, Ashley, don't even say that. I would fucking die of a heart attack.
Well,
tickets aren't still available.
I can't help it that they sold out immediately, Aaron.
They're not on sale, Ashley.
Or were they?
So in the midst of my put over here, I do want to mention that
if anybody wants to get in touch with me in terms of getting WrestleMania 33 tickets, just email me gullibleasfuck at youfuckedup.com.
You can also give you a little tidbit. I can't tell you when, I can't tell you where, but I can tell you it is coming. Popcast Network merchandise is coming soon. So we're going to be working on that in the weeks to come. And we're going to have several T-shirts you're going to be able to purchase if you'd like to.
Because, we are not like WWE. We won't leak.
And especially if you're a wrestling fan, I think you'll appreciate a lot of the designs that I've came up with. So... That also being said,
what the fuck was that?
I don't know what that was. I think it was a dying giraffe.
That is excited.
I will say, programming note for this week, obviously the Wednesday Wrestling Podcast is at 9:30 p.m. We're going to be talking TNA, we're going to be talking Lucha Underground, Total Divas, Travis's WWE Universe, as well as I Believe in Wrestling, and we're going to be talking news and rumors and all about WrestleMania coming to Orlando next year. And Impact returning to Universal in a week. So, yes, that's going to be talked about.
Orlando's getting a lot of wrestling.
They always do.
I love it.
So, that's going to be talked about on Wednesday. Cleveland will return, Travis will return, and he'll give his raw thoughts on Wednesday as well. And Will be as long as there as well. So, all three of them will be returning on Wednesday. We want to thank Will for joining us for a little bit tonight, and Travis and Cleveland, they will be joining us on Wednesday. So we thank them, as always, for their involvement here on the Popcast Network. We really appreciate both of them being a part of the channel.
And my Believe 118 promo. That's what it is.
So, that being said, in a world where there are a billion wrestling podcasts, we are pleased that you once again tonight have chosen a podcast. I want to thank everybody for watching tonight, or today, or tomorrow, or next month, or next week, or whenever you're listening to my voice. And until tomorrow, boys and girls, that's all we got to say about that.
Yeah.